son of a bitch.
And that's it, boys. $500 easy. Let's go!
For you, my master.
Let's go! Yeah!
Is your critic one arm or have fat sausage fingers?
Holy smokes, boys. Let's freaking go. How's everybody doing? Welcome back into another episode of Bro Science, episode 85. As you guys can see, we have a special guest today, Drew Hernandez. What's up, Drew?
What up? What up? What up? Great to see you all. The Bearded Society, all in the chat. And my boys here on the chat. Great to see you. Hope you guys are having a great end of 2025 as we approach Christmas. I'm excited for that. I know you guys are.
Oh,
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
We'll be doing a little bit of Christmas festivities at the end of the show. We will be reviewing and talking about Christmas Vacation, which is my personal favorite Christmas movie of all time. How can it not be? Chevy Chase, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. It is it's a cultural classic, okay? It is so fucking good. But anyways, I am your humble host, FearTheBeardo, one of your most humble men on the internet. That's how humble I am. I'm willing to admit that there are more humble men than me on the internet. It's crazy, but it is true. I'm also the 9-time Pokemon League champion, but who's counting? Anyways, enough about me. I am joined by my co-host, Sir Xwing. What up, Xwing?
What's up, brother? Yeah, good to see everyone. And just to remind you, and Beardo especially, also the manliest bro scientist as voted by you, the community, lest we forget as we bring ourselves into this joyous...
You serious?
Are you serious right now?
You just going to interrupt my intro like that? That's what we're doing now?
Yeah.
This is what we do?
It was deserved.
This is what we're doing on the show?
This is the show, yeah.
Disgusting. But yeah, I'm gearing up. I'm getting ready. I'm on a flight tomorrow, and I'm out of the country. I'm going down. I'm doing the Snowbird ×2. So usually people go from like New York to Florida. I'm doing Florida down to the Caribbean. I'm like, let's get it warm back up in here. Going to be sitting on the beach, drinking some rum drinks, and yeah, that's probably it. To be totally honest with you, I don't think I'm going to be doing much sightseeing. Yeah.
Yeah. I was hosting Geeks and Gamers Daily this morning with Epic Mike. I get a ring on my doorbell. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fucking time is it? I told Xwing to come over around like 12:20, 12:30 because I'm watching Xwing.
That's not what the text message said.
I said head over at 12. Head over at 12.
Which means be there at 12.
No, I said head over at 12, which means leave your house at 12.
The communication
now we're
was
doing bro math.
It was jargled, all right?
Okay. Drew, Blaine, if I say, if you guys are coming over, if I say head over at 12, what does that mean? Does that mean be there at 12 or does that mean leave your house at 12? If I verbatim text
leave the
you,
house at 12.
Head over at 12.
If Beardo told you he wasn't gay, would you believe it? All right?
So I text Xwing, head over at 12. He shows up at my door, ringing my doorbell at 11:50.
If you're not 15 minutes early, you're late.
Because I'm watching his dog. So he dropped off his dog. So I'm watching Xwing's dog for the next 3 weeks while he's down in the Caribbean. I got Dogwing out there in the next room, just chilling out.
But he's a badass.
He's sick. He's a good dog. He's a really good dog.
Yeah.
He's a brown husky with 2 different colored eyes.
Yeah,
cool.
he's got the
Nice.
what's that
There's a
conditioning
name
called?
for that.
Monochromatic. No, not monochromatic. I don't
Chad
remember.
knows.
Something chroma something.
Chad knows. Chad will say it right.
Monochromatism or something.
Prove it, show the dog.
You
No.
can get Obi. That's fine.
Prove it.
But then I have to step away and
Yeah,
bring him
yeah,
in.
yeah.
And then
We're
I
doing
have
it.
to pick
We're
him
doing.
up. Then
We're doing.
then I have to pick him up and stuff.
Yeah, we're doing intros.
Heterochromia.
Heterochromia. Yeah.
Heterochromia is the name. He does. He's got one brown eye, which is almost golden brown, and then one like really blue eye, which is almost
Ice
white.
blue. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's like white, blue, and then like a golden brown. Beautiful dog. Beautiful dog. Anyways, shout out to Xwing, who says that he has the best mustache, but it's up for
Well,
debate.
he said he was the most manly. He didn't
knew
bring
the
up the
truth.
mustache
He
thing.
did say
Don't bring
that,
the
yeah.
mustaches into this.
He did say he was the
because-
most manly, which is still up
Yeah.
for debate as well.
Yeah, I mean, there's
but
a
we
lot
also-
of
Blaine and I just made up. So can we not bring that into the
Yeah, we
conversation?
Just made
probably-
out?
Made up.
up.
Oh.
Up.
Oh.
It's gay. I'm telling you.
All right.
It's right where his brain goes.
Yep.
You said
Straight
it,
to gay
not me.
shit.
You
Straight
said
to
it,
gay
not
shit.
me.
Straight to the
Xwing
gay.
made it gay, not me. Anyways, we got Criticless Blaine back again, of course, every single week. What up, Blaine?
Always, yeah. What's going on? You know, it has been super chatted before that I have the manliest mustache on the
Right.
show, but currently I'm really debating on just growing a beard because it is cold as balls here. It's so
Ooh.
freaking cold. I need some face insulation. Like, this is the coldest. We're not even through December yet, and I'm here in North Carolina, and every day I'm waking up and it's like freaking 15 degrees outside. Like, what is happening?
15.
Why?
We've been rocking with like 40s and 50s here down in Florida.
In the
has been
middle of the
chilly.
night, though.
Yeah.
Right.
It's been chilly. Like you wake up in the morning, it's been chilly.
It's like
No,
70s.
I was literally going to like make me something to eat after I was like streaming or something the other night, and I heard my wife just screaming, and I was like, "What is happening? What is going on the other side of this house?" And my wife is like, had apparently was going to get in the shower, and she's like, "Something's beeping, and the water is cold." And I'm like, "What the hell?"
God.
So straight up, the drip lines had frozen solid, and it was only like 8:30 at night, and everything was like frozen up, and I had to go and like thaw out stuff with a freaking hair dryer and like,
Oh boy.
Ooh.
Yeah.
yeah, it was great. So yeah, it's just I'm not used to this level of cold this soon. I'm like, if we don't get snow, I'm gonna be pissed because if it's
Yeah.
this cold, we better. But anyway, so yes, all of that to stem from the fact that I might just grow a beard over the winter and insulate.
Do
so,
it, dude.
Yeah.
Join
I
the
mean-
bearded society.
You know, mine's a little trashy. It's,
you.
know,
If
I
you
know.
grow it out, give it some patience and tender loving care. You can have a staunch beard.
I could,
You
yeah,
could.
it's this upper area right here where I struggle, right? Through
Yeah, I
here.
get the Joe Dirt, the Joe
Yeah.
Dirte. Yeah.
Yep,
See-
yep, right through there.
That is not where I struggle, as you guys can see. My beard wants to grow up all the way to my fucking eyeballs.
Yeah.
It's going all the way up.
Have you
dude.
seen a
I need
doctor
to
about
trim
that,
it
by
out.
the way?
Yeah,
It's
that might
just
be a problem.
genetics. It's genetics, man.
Giving someone the hairy eye.
Dude, it's climbing all the way up to my fucking eyeballs, man. I got to do
Yeah.
something about it.
You get
Usually you
that.
shave it. Usually.
Yeah.
That's
When it's,
where
all, when it's all said
Just
and done,
shave.
Beardo will just be a floating beard. When it's
Yeah.
all
Yep.
said and done. Just
pretty
Yeah.
much.
Just
I mean,
a
what,
head,
floating around.
a full head of hair.
Yeah.
when I
No
wear the
face.
hat and the shades, and it's just beard. There's no
Yeah.
face involved anymore. Yeah.
It's true. What are you hiding?
right.
A lot. A lot. You don't want to know.
Yeah.
You don't want to know. Anyways, we have Drew Hernandez today. We're bringing on Drew. We're gonna get Resident Evil 9 heavy today.
Let's get it.
Because we have not had a bro science since Thursday. Well, since Wednesday, but on Thursday was the video game awards, and we had our first confirmation, which was heavily rumored and speculated, that Leon Kennedy was going to be in Resident Evil 9. All of the speculation, there was a lot of hints and rumors. Everything was pointing towards Leon being in Resident Evil. And we finally got our first confirmation. So Drew insisted on being on Bro Science today. You got your intro, but Drew, what have you been up to, man?
Dude, I've just been geeking out, man. Running RE2 Remake. Not online. I know I got a channel now, but sometimes I like to just be by myself and just
Yeah.
get in the zone. And so I was
Right.
super hyped, and I've just been running RE2 Remake mods for hours. Just really excited, just going over, combing through the trailer over and over and over and over again. Just really hyped, texting all my buds. including you, my little
Yep.
brother. He's super hyped. He's like, he was at work and he's like, I just want to leave work right now and go watch this over and over and over again. I'm like, I know. So if you're an RE fan, survival horror, you're eating good next year for sure. I think it's exciting.
Yeah.
It's exciting
yeah.
because Capcom, you know, you're not really getting this right now. Like in the video game, I know the Lara Croft reveal, the Tomb Raider, they're getting kind of back to form, literally back to form.
Quite literally.
Quite literally.
He's talking about titties.
Yeah, you know, you're
those.
but you're not getting that. You know, we're almost 10 years into this anti anything original. You know, we're almost 10 years into this, and so it's good. It's good to see Capcom. Really, I wouldn't call it catering to the fans. I think they genuinely want this 30th anniversary for Resident Evil to be the best it could possibly be, and so I really appreciated what they did.
I think the term would be not catering to the fans, but fan service.
Fan service, yeah.
I would say just doing their job. Since we live in the age of remakes, they're doing their job, and that's how low the bar is. But I mean, it looks like they did a spectacular job. So like, I'm stoked.
And the thing about remakes, like my expectation, I think Capcom with Resident Evil has kind of set that bar. You know, like they really launched the era of the remake, did it legendary, and I think it's. Like we've never really been in an era like that, right? We've had remade movies, we've had sequels, right, where they just fall on their face and they flop. Even some video games don't really go anywhere. But like, what is a real, if you want to call it a remake or a remaster or whatever it may be, an update? What is that really supposed to look like, and where is that really supposed to go in the evolution of a company and a franchise? And I think that's kind of like what Resident Evil is doing. RE4 remake, solid. 3 remake, not so good. 2 remake, solid. Now that's leading to Resident Evil 9. And that makes me happy, right? Like everything you've learned from those new remakes, it's not just like a new game that's a remake of an old game. It's actually going to lead to a completely new game. And I'm hoping audiences aren't let down. I mean, it looks great so far, if that makes any sense. So I really appreciate what Capcom is doing.
It absolutely makes sense because Resident Evil Capcom kind of has 2 timelines going right now. You have your main series, and then you have the remake timeline with 2, 3, 4. 2 phenomenal, almost perfect. Very fucking good.
It was perfect for me, but that was my first entry in.
And mine too. 2 remake was my first entry into the franchise, and I fell in love, and I just went full blown. I'm like, the entire series, I'm like, I'm gonna play everything. 3 remake, it's good for what it is. I think it would have been better, and Drew, hear me out on this.
Yeah.
I think 3 would have been better if it were not a full price game. I think it would have went better with the fans if it was like a $40 game.
Or maybe like an RE2R DLC.
Some type of
technically.
But Nemesis, 3 Nemesis is such an iconic game.
I know, but that's how they kind of went about it, to go to your point. It didn't really come off like a full scale RE3 remake Nemesis game.
Yes.
It kind of felt like a DLC. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
and the differences between 2 and 3, because it for the chat, if you guys are not familiar with Resident Evil, 2 and 3 are parallel at the same time, happening at the same time in Raccoon City. Though the paths do not cross, that's why I say parallel. You have Jill and Carlos's story happening at the same time as Leon and Claire's story for 2 and 3 at the same time, but the paths do not cross. So, and that's how Capcom made the remakes and the originals as well. But with 2 remake, it was phenomenal. The score was great. You have the option to do the original score from the original Resident Evil 2. Gore, dismemberment, and then 3 dialed it back. There's no dismemberment. There's not like the body horror and the gore and the like. And they I don't know, that they put like a white glove filter on Resident Evil 3. Although it's good, the campaign is short, but Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, the OG, was a short game. It was never meant to be. It was almost kind of like a 2.5, Resident Evil 2.5. before Resident Evil 4. But anyways, 3, I think it would have went better with the Resident Evil fans if it was cheaper because of the short campaign. I don't understand why they cut back on the body horror and the gore. That didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I mean, it was a different dev team. And now
it was the B team.
Yeah, the whole RE universe and fandom is not, the biggest fan of that dev team now. So whenever a new game is going to be announced, whether it be a remake or a mainline, and that dev team is going to be behind it, people are going to be like, now moving forward. But that could be why, I know the Japanese have different standards when it comes to horror. Maybe that got kind of blended in the final render. I think you see some of that in that Japanese footage that leaked of RE9 a couple weeks ago, where Grace
they don't go as gory.
Not in the RE games.
Really?
When I read some of like the director's visions, they kind of scale back slightly on some of their Japanese versions. You'll see some of that. Maybe that I don't know. I can't confirm that's what happened in the story. Yeah.
But three's good for what it is, and that's why I would recommend Resident Evil 3 remake if you can get it on sale. And most of the time, you can get that entire RE library on sale on Steam for like fucking $10.
Yeah,
that's what I was about to say.
You'll get
they're all on
of them.
Huge sale right now.
Right.
Yeah.
Again?
I've been looking at them.
Mhm.
I know I'm debating on it because I'm like, I had already added 4 to my cart last time Drew was on, and y'all were talking about how good the remake for 4 was. And I was like, man, and now I'm looking at all of them. Like, they're all so cheap right now. It's like, you can get them from almost nothing. I'm like, should I just do it?
And I would say pull the trigger because Blaine, you're not at all invested in the series.
Right.
But Xwing's getting into it. Xwing has played 2 remake and he's playing 4 right now. But 4 remake went back to form. 4 remake is, again, kind of like Resident Evil 2, a damn near perfect video game. And it resembles and it appreciates the original, except for one thing, Drew. One thing. Ada Wong's voice actress. The voice. The voice is terrible. And that's because, if you guys know, in Resident Evil 2 remake, Ada Wong, who is an Asian woman, is voiced by a very beautiful, very talented, red-headed white chick in Resident Evil 2. Does a phenomenal job. But then we hit this fucking weird cancel culture appropriation shit where it's like, well, if there's a black character in a cartoon or video game, it needs to be voiced by a black character.
Right.
You've seen that with Simpsons, with Family Guy, with Cleveland Brown, where that voice actor stepped down and they had to bring in a black guy to voice Cleveland, whatever. And they did it with Resident Evil with Capcom, where Ada's voiced by a white chick. Well, we need to change it to an Asian who's going to voice Ada Wong. And it was terrible. That was the worst gripe and complaint about Resident Evil 4.
I don't remember Ada's
voice
having an
actress.
Asian accent in that game, though.
She doesn't. She doesn't.
Yeah, so she wasn't like, oh, wow, there's a zombies everywhere. Like, it wasn't like she was doing anything bad.
They just went probably for your typical, Japanese American type.
Yeah.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Ada's never had a Asian Japanese accent, but they picked a Asian American woman to voice Ada in Resident Evil 4 remake because appropriation.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest complaint about that game. You take that out, the game is fucking phenomenal. Anyways, my previous point of the 2 timelines with Resident Evil and why Resident Evil 9 is so cool is because the voice actor and the mocap actor is the same person. That's your dog, Xwing, going off.
There
I
it
know
is.
that bark anywhere, dude. He's got a guttural bark.
Yeah. Is Drew with Resident Evil 9, Leon's appearance is the remake Leon. It's the 2 remake and 4 remake model for Leon is the Leon in 9 in the main line.
Yeah, and I think you also got a mix of like the CG movies. I don't know if it was Damnation or Degeneration.
It was Death Island.
One of them. There seems to be a blend of kind of the RE4 remake Leon, a little bit of 6.
It looks like they're trying to make RE4 and RE6 and blend them together into now a 52-year-old Leon.
Right. Which makes sense. which and the leaks had him like with full gray hair, and it was like, okay, this is getting interesting. He's getting up there, but I think they handled it well. You know,
Yeah.
I don't think he looks too old. I don't think it looks super unrealistic. I think it's just what the fans wanted, to be completely honest. You know, with a 52-year-old Leon, and the directors had interviews. They really crafted his image for this game. They spent a lot of time on his model, I think to the extent where they had women on staff that they were using to critique, give advice. They were trying to go for like an older, obviously, type of, you know, handsome. These were their words, like an older, handsome type of cool guy. There's like a word for that in Japanese. I forgot what it is. But they had a lot of women involved, which is good. You don't hear that these days. Good. You know, you don't hear that these days. So it's cool.
And that's where I'll agree with you. And like when you get women involved with video games, what's the first thing that comes to mind? Activism. We're going to do some fucking activism shit.
Right.
It's going to be gay, social justice, LGBT,
Boss
and stuff.
girl.
Generally just American women, though.
Right.
Yes, Western women. But here's the thing when it comes to Leon. We all love Leon. As men, we love Leon. He's the fucking hero of Resident Evil. We love Chris Redfield, don't get me wrong. But Leon and Jill are the 1A, 1B heroes of Resident Evil. But
and I got a theory on that.
Let's face
we'll get to it.
Yeah, we'll get to it. Let's face it. Leon, for the women, is a sex symbol.
Right.
He's like your Chris Hemsworth Thor. Like the men love Thor because fuck, I could be that guy.
Right.
I want fucking abs and boulder shoulders and biceps like Chris Hemsworth Thor. But the women are looking at it like fuck, you know.
It's like Austin Powers, like when she was like, men want to be with him, men want to be him, and women want to be with him. Remember that?
Correct.
It's the same thing. It's the same exact thing.
100%, dude. 100%.
But like the real deal.
Yeah. Yeah. So when it comes to Resident Evil, men want to be like Leon and women want to be with Leon. So I since you said that, I hadn't heard that yet. That actually makes me glad that they had women in here looking at Leon objectively and saying he needs to be the Leon, like he's older and matured and, you know, but he also needs to kind of be that quote unquote sex symbol for women that, you know, of the past.
Right.
That's what I'm saying, dude. Objectify the shit out of me. Go for it.
Yeah, that was the in the 90s when Leon was a created character from the beginning. The devs were kind of building him off of that Brad Pitt, Leonardo DiCaprio Western type era movie star. So you have to kind of like think that through and think that out. And that kind of makes sense that they're still going with that way of thinking, which is good because this is a character that's been around for 30 years now, right?
Yeah,
so
dude. He's the
98, right?
Clint Eastwood of Resident Evil.
Yeah. So it's cool. It's really cool. And his personality, the directors did really extensive interviews after the trailer was released, and we all watched it. And part of it was not only just his image, they were really crafting his personality, you know, with his quick-witted jokes. You see that in the RE2 remake, RE4 remake. He just has that kind of person. So they're really like crafting where his personality is really at post the trauma of RE2 remake, RE4 remake, leading all the way, jumping straight to RE9. Like, where really is this guy, right? Where is he at this point in his life? So it's going to be interesting to see how they handle this character. And I think, I don't know, man. I do think this might be me overhyping, but we're going to get into it. I do think this potentially has to be one of the greatest Resident Evil games of all time, and that's saying a lot for me. Because I think
it's got the potential.
It's got the potential if they're really, really zeroing in on the best qualities of everything they've ever done, and this is the absolute evolution. It very well could. It could. I think it just all depends on obviously the gameplay, but it looks phenomenal. But the story, it's going to come down to the story too.
I can 100% agree with that because we had your mainline Resident Evil with Jill, Chris, and Leon up until 6, and 6 damn near crashed the entire franchise to the point where Capcom says we need to do a soft reboot here, get some original characters in that we haven't seen before with 7 and 8. 7 like revitalized it. We're like, okay, boys, we're back. Do we care about these characters with Ethan and Mia? No, we don't give a fuck about them. But we're back to true survival horror. And then you get 8 with Ethan as well, which I really, really like 8. But this isn't our traditional Resident Evil that we're used to. Now we're going to 9. The franchise is back and is probably, Drew, correct me if I'm wrong, is this the most hyped that Resident Evil has ever been? I think it is.
I mean, in terms of natural progression, I would say yes, because this is like where we're at in the part of the timeline of history. But I think there was some massive hype around Resident Evil 7 because it was kind of like a return. They were revealing and pumping up a new engine, and people were kind of curious to see where things were going to go. I mean, in terms of sales, I think it was Resident Evil 5 that had the best sales of all time. I think Resident Evil 5 or 6, but
and that was piggybacking off of 4,
Is the
best Resident Evil of all time.
So in terms of hype, I mean, because Resident Evil 7, they had like a whole marketing strategy where it was like a new demo every month or something leading up to the new game, and so that was hype. People were curious to where exactly things were going, but I would just say, like, overall, this is what I'm saying. I think this game really does have the potential to be the GOAT. I might be overselling that. I'm not trying to, but there does seem to be massive hype, curiosity. It's just they're actually communicating with fans to develop this game. It's been in development, I think, for what, like 10 years or something crazy like that? Like
10
that's
years?
wild.
Really?
Something like, it's been a long time. Yeah, it's been a while.
Well, since 8 was 2020.
Right. Something, I don't know. Someone looked that up for me. I know it's been a while. This game has been in development for a very long time.
So Village was 2020, which would put, if Village started development, okay, so it released 2020. So let's hypothetically say Village started development. Let's say
I think RE9 was already in development when Village was out.
So they were being developed at the same time.
Sometimes they'll wait.
I find that hard to believe.
Well, sometimes they'll create a concept, they'll come up with stuff, and then they'll wait for technology to catch up. So it could be something with AI or the Nemesis system or lighting or something that they were waiting for to be able to actually make the project happen. That's not uncommon at all. James Cameron was working on Avatar when frickin' Titanic was out. He had a story written before Titanic even hit the theaters.
Yeah,
Marc-Andre
the
Roy,
devs
here we
did
go.
talk about that. They talked about
Marc-Andre Roy says 7 to 8 years for 9.
There you go.
7 to 8 years for 9.
Nearly a decade on this game.
Holy smokes.
So that means they were working on 9 while they were working on 7 and 8.
Yeah. So this game, directors have talked about how it's gone through a bit of an evolution and a bit of reboots. Grace, I don't think, was ever like the original character to begin. I think the original game was meant to be like an only open world type of game. They were going for a completely, I think it had to do with a lot of what they were kind of going for after they released kind of the DLC for RE2, where you had like that multiplayer for Resident Evil that really didn't work. And they actually played early on some of those dev interviews on the website with RE9, the directors, and they actually showed some of the gameplay from when this game was in its like infancy of development. And it was open world. It looked like it was like multiplayer online, and they just completely shifted away from that.
Good.
And so, which is good, because I think we're getting something better, to be honest. So that would explain the time.
Shout out to Jen and Sylv in the chat. How you doing, girls? Good to see you guys.
I feel like it's very hard to make a convincingly scary multiplayer game. It's hard to direct the attention to a particular area when you make a multiplayer horror game, or if you got friends with it, because everybody's laughing, blah, blah, blah. Right. In my brain, in its most pure form, with the limited amount of Resident Evil that I've played, it's got to be a single player horror experience.
Yes.
It just has to be. It has to be.
Right.
That's true survival horror, because like what you were saying, they tried. They tried with Resident Evil 3 Remake. They attached a multiplayer game called RE-Verse, which is pretty much Dead by Daylight. Pretty much, except third person. Well, Dead by Daylight's third person as well. But they tried to do their Resident Evil version of Dead by Daylight, RE-Verse, that died quickly.
Yeah.
Quickly, where they shut off the servers online because it was trash. Nobody was playing it. People are playing Dead by Daylight, to the point where Capcom was like, RE-verse failed, so let's just put our characters into Dead by Daylight. So now you have Claire, Leon, and Jill and Mr. X and Nemesis are in Dead by Daylight because RE-verse failed.
Yeah, which could be a good thing, right? Because that led to maybe the genius of what we're going to get in RE9, and I'll be happy with that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, because usually you get studios, especially because of budgets. You know, how often can a studio just kind of scrap plans after a lot of development? Oh, actually, you know, we don't want to do that. Wait, what?
Almost never.
Yeah.
We just spent how much money on that?
Yeah.
So obviously Capcom has that luxury, and
Actually,
that kind of
Xwing, it happens more often than you think.
Well,
way more
what,
often.
what I'm saying is they can't
Capcom, right?
afford it.
Yeah.
Not that they don't do it, it's that they can't afford it.
Right.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And that's why we've also seen so many studios go under and get dissolved or absorbed or whatever the case is. But the big problem is a lot of the times you're following the money. And I think with that multiplayer thing, there's a lot of money in that. You know,
well, I think the point I'm trying to make is like, do they do that because they think that this isn't the direction the game should go in, and they care about the audience and they care about the actual product, or they just
I hope that's true.
Or they just simply do stuff? Not Capcom. I'm just saying, like, your typical game studio. Are they like going in a certain direction for a while, spent millions of dollars on development, and stop and say, you know what, this game sucks, let's not go forward? Or in this day and age, do they just go forward anyways 9 times out of 10 and you get a crappy game as a result?
I kind of have an answer for you. And I think that's because some of these studios are dry and they try to step outside of their comfort zone and let's do what's hot right now. And then they're not cut out for it. And then that's when they go under and they lose money. So take Santa Monica Studios, for example.
Right.
Santa Monica Studios does God of War. They've done all the God of Wars. After God of War 3, and this is in the documentaries, this is where I got my information from. After God of War 3, they were like, do we do God of War 4? Or do we switch it up because we don't know what to do with Kratos in the story and try to do something different? Which they did. They tried to do a hero shooter, a futuristic fantasy hero shooter.
What was that?
I don't even fucking remember the name because it never came out.
Oh, okay.
It never came out. So they were developing this hero fucking shooter, futuristic fantasy hero shooter that never fucking came out. They put tens of millions of dollars into it and it never happened. And then they were like, well, fuck, we hired on this entire fucking dev team to come in and do this. Now we're not doing this game anymore. We have all of these people who we're either going to fire and lose their job, or we can make God of War 4 like we should have done. And that's what they did. That's why we got God of War 4, because their other game fucking crashed and burned because it was outside of their wheelhouse. That's not what their bread and butter was. Their bread and butter was God of War. We're going to try to do what's hot right now with Overwatch and shit, and it didn't work. Now, fuck. We have Sony giving us hundreds of millions of dollars to do something. Let's make God of War 4. And guess how it turned out? It turned out well for them because God of War 2018 was Game of the Year, one of the best-selling God of War games, PlayStation games of all time. But that's not how it works out for all of them.
Right.
Take Monolith Studios, who did those Shadow of Mordor games. Phenomenal fucking games.
Those are great games.
They get Warner Brothers involved. We're going to get a Wonder Woman game. Could you imagine? We've talked about this several times. Could you imagine Shadow of Mordor, Arkham-style combat with a sword and shield? Give that to Wonder Woman? Dude, that sounds like a match made in heaven. Monolith Studios and certain donors and publishers putting in about $200 million into this Wonder Woman game. What happened? Doesn't happen. Shit hits the fan. Studio fucking closes. People out of jobs, getting absorbed. And that game is never going to happen. It got canceled. And we were all looking forward to it. So sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Right.
So, but Capcom is sitting on a fucking gold mine, and have been for Resident Evil. And as long as they keep doing what they're doing right now and don't go back to Resident Evil 6, you know, Capcom and Resident Evil are going to be eaten for a long time. Long time. Let's get some super chats real quick, and then let's get into the first topic, which is going to be our fan art. And
is this even bro science?
For real?
Oh shit!
Come on now.
I reminded you the second we went live.
I know.
You did? You reminded?
I was shaking.
He wasn't paying attention.
I wasn't. All right, here we go.
That thing goes.
No, I need it.
My boy. You're damn right.
You're gosh
Holy smokes.
right.
The chat said bra science.
Yep.
Yeah, mods, ban him. Just kidding. Don't ban him. Don't ban him. Just kidding. Real quick, so let's get some super chats. We want to get Austin Montenegro with a $2 says, when is the next RE5 stream, Beardo and Drew? We beat it. We beat it months ago. We beat it. So all of those live streams are available on my channel, but we beat it. It's done.
Beat it. Yeah.
We beat it with Shaquille
Nice.
O'Neal and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and all.
1A, 1B.
Do you remember that, Drew?
Yeah. That was
It's
not
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. It's Shaquille O'Neal. Thank you, Austin, for the 2. We beat the
Classic.
game. Those VODs are on my channel. We got a very large super chat from Elfie Astrid over on YouTube with a $100 super chat.
What up, Elfie?
Well done.
Says,
Thank
hello,
you.
everyone from Wednesday. It's great to see you all again before Christmas. I'm at our company Christmas party. Let's get started. Have some fun and a merry and blessed Christmas. Love you all. Thank you, Elfie, for the $100. Are you
Let's
kidding
go.
me?
Elfie
Let's
turning
go.
down for what at the Christmas party? Let's go.
Turn down for what? I don't know if they play that in Germany. I don't know if they
Sure.
have that song in Germany.
Oh, yeah. I was singing Come On Eileen at a German dungeon karaoke bar when I was
What
like
are-
22.
What are some like famous like poppy German songs besides Blitzkrieg Bop?
99 Luftballons
That's right.
floating in the summer sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were listening to the
and
Goldfinger cover
Blitzkrieg
of that.
Bop. Blitzkrieg Bop is good.
That's not a German song, though.
It's about Germany.
Auf der Heilen sein kleines Blumenlein und das heißt Erika. That one's recently surged in popularity, actually.
I love it.
Kind of a
I
callback.
love
That's
it.
a classic. That's an old one.
Big fan.
Yeah.
Big fan of that one.
Classical.
We got the 100. We do have some rather large super chats as well after that one. But since that was Elfie, let's go ahead and review our Bro Science artwork for the week. Elfie over on Twitter, Bro Science Holiday. Today's the last one before Christmas. Great topics, lots of fun, awesome guests, and the hottest boys on YouTube. Don't miss it and lock it in. 2 sketches today, and see you there. Elfie did
Two
do 2
sketches today.
I'm
different
telling ya.
sketches
Nice.
for the Bro Science Christmas episode because next week is Christmas Eve, so we're not going to do a Bro Science. I will be live. I'll be live playing some video games on Christmas Eve, but the boys will have the day off for Christmas Eve. But Elfie. So here's the first one. This is last week with Jingle All the Way. We got Arnold as Turbo Man and Jake Lloyd as Jamie. Jingle All the Way. Here's FearTheBeardo. I'm wearing the shades. I've been wearing the shades a lot on Bro Science. I don't usually, but we do.
Yeah.
Xwing.
I didn't have my on today, but you inspired me.
Xwing pointing at the pimple on his cheek right there. And
It was in my
Blaine,
eyelid, actually.
and Blaine just stoned out of his mind down here in the bottom corner.
He's like, I'm in the woods, bro.
I
don't know what's happening.
Arnold reaching for the Turbo Man doll. Arnold as Turbo Man, and Jake Lloyd as Jamie, and Elfie as the hot elf with the short skirt with the tits. I love it. I love it. Big old Elfie boobies. Great.
Jingle all the way.
Good stuff. With the Criticless shirt, hashtag trust the bro science, hashtag Criticless, hashtag manly as fuck movies.
You know what I saw today on Twitter? That was really interesting.
Yeah.
It was a
What's that?
crossover between episode 1. This has to do with the artwork. With episode 1, Phantom Menace, and them not knowing who Anakin's father was. but in that movie, he says, Jamie, I'm your father.
Jamie, I'm your father.
So there you go. Arnold Schwarzenegger,
So
birth Darth
Arnold
Vader.
Schwarzenegger is the Schwartz.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's where you got the Schwartz from. That's why he's strong in the Schwartz.
He's the Schwartz.
The father.
Hey, Jamie, I'm your father.
Jamie.
Come on, Franco, you son of
Jamie.
a bitch, you crazy bastard. Get up
Get
here
your
and do all the
mother.
pull-ups. Do all the pull-ups and the push-ups and all the different exercises. We have to go to Pretoria, South Africa to win the Miss Olympia contest.
The best part is that they didn't know. They didn't know it was him while he's talking until he removes
While
the
he's
mask.
talking with the
Yeah.
Austrian
Guys.
accent.
Yeah, the 6'5" Austrian dude. You didn't know that was him?
Yeah, he's talking to his fucking wife and kid with his Austrian accent. They have no idea, that it's him. Come on,
Superman
man.
logic. Superman
on,
logic
boys.
for
Never
sure.
saw it
yeah.
coming.
Can't even recognize him screaming his son's name.
Jamie! Who are you? I'm Turbo Man. Are you sure? You sound an awful lot like my dad. And here's the second one. So here was for last week.
Whoa.
Dude, Elfie.
There we go.
Elfie.
Elfie.
Popping out the present.
Woo! That is the only gift we need to unwrap is Elfie on Christmas morning, right there. Yeah,
Elfie's been all over Santa's sack.
yeah.
You can tell.
Yeah.
I mean, she is the gift. She is coming out of Santa's gift bag
Oh, there you go.
for the bro science to play with the toys on Christmas morning.
Does it kind of look like all three of us are taking just a massive power dump?
Oh yeah.
Just
Maybe you. I think Blaine just got finished. He's using the bidet at that very moment.
Oh,
That's the
cold.
blast.
Yeah.
Whew.
Yeah, Blaine's getting blasted with the bidet. You are mid dump, and I am smiling because I just had the feeling that I need to take a dump. This is the three stages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Boys,
3 stages of dump.
We are the three stages of taking a dump.
Yeah.
I'm realizing you need to take a dump.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are mid dump, and
Yeah.
Blaine is using the bidet.
I like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And then you
The
finish
ghost
that up,
of-
you wrap it up, and then you go out under the tree Christmas morning and you unwrap Elfie and her gigantic fucking tits.
There you go.
There you go.
Yep.
Yeah, we're the ghosts of past, present, and future shits.
The
I
3
love
ghosts
it.
of Christmas.
We are the 3 ghosts of Christmas poop.
Let's
go. Let's go. We got the calligraphy here, bro science with the tinsel and the ribbons and stuff. Elfie wishes you a Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Elfie.
Merry Christmas to you guys.
Merry
Merry Christmas, Elfie. Hopefully you're having a great time at your company Christmas party, and hopefully your boobs are nice and safe. Elfie, you got to insure your tits. You got to get those things on insurance because they are lovely.
Because, baby, it's cold outside.
Because, baby, it's cold outside.
Right.
Yeah. Anyways, we did play it. We did play it in the very beginning of the show, but we'll go ahead and play it again. Elfie and Jeanette made us the bro science AI making the images come to life. So we're going to go ahead and play that again. Just one more time so we can give our reactions to it. We'll go ahead and play that again. So shout out to Elfie and Jeanette for making this live action AI. I didn't want to say this. Like pictures coming to life. Is that the best way to say it? Is there a fancy word for that?
I think there is. I don't know what it is though.
What is it, like personification of AI?
No,
No,
don't know if
that's
that's
not the
it.
word. It's not the word. Okay. And by the way, I think Drew is in one of these.
Yeah, I think so.
picture the video.
This one right here kind of shocked me because it took the drawings and they look exactly like us when they become real. Like,
Of us three?
yes, when we actually become real,
Yeah.
it's like spot on. It's kind of wild. I'm like, how
Yeah.
are they that close?
Yeah, because sometimes the last time they did this, like you and Xwing turned into the same person.
Yeah, we become just a singular
Yeah.
entity. Yeah.
Or you guys just look identical. Like you guys, like it'll be 2 of you, but it'll be
Right.
the same fucking person.
Exactly.
Yeah, we do. Like it brings us to life that like
Yeah.
the same way. Yeah. Yeah, looking like FearTheBeardo, looking like
Right.
Xwing, but you do turn into Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, that happens. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it's undeniable.
Platoon, great. Elfie, fuck Elfie. That was pretty good too. Although they did
Yeah.
put a ring on my finger. I am not married. Yeah.
Wait, yeah,
What happened?
Blaine turned into me. Go back to that
Yeah,
last one.
we were talking.
Okay. We were just talking about that.
We were just talking about that.
Yeah, you turned into Xwing RR Martin right there.
You turn into ex Paul Blart Mall Cop there.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we got Ripa here. Ripa was on, but Dan was also on the show, was he not? Wasn't Dan on this show too?
Not the one with Ripa. I don't.
Ripa's only been
think.
on once, and that was with Dan for
Oh, maybe it was.
for Norfolka. No, was Ripa on twice?
I
No.
think he's,
It was
I
just
don't
the
know.
one time for Norfolka,
yeah, I
I
don't know.
think. I don't remember this one. Because here's the original. Here's the original. I don't remember.
God, that was a detailed one, man. She had Blood Ruth in there, Yaira.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, this one was a good one.
I've got the hots for Yaira. I'm not gonna lie.
I got the hots for fucking Elfie. Shit. Dude. Fuck. What were we talking about here? Why are we talking about the Attack of the Clones and Snape and Black Snape? Well, I don't even remember this episode.
I don't know.
No, I wasn't there.
I mean, when you've done 85 of them, they kind of blend together.
Yeah, they start to blend a little bit.
Yeah, I don't even remember. And then Blaine just turns into a fucking wait. Who was that? No, that's not
Is that
Blaine.
Olivia Munn?
It's Snape.
No, Black Snape turns into a fucking white Sith Lord.
Oh yeah, that's interesting.
So we have me, Dan, Xwing, and Jay. We were talking about history of pirates or something. The fucking parrot coming to life. I love it. Dan, Xwing. I don't, dude. Oh, okay, so we were talking about. This was bromance. This was bromance, and we were talking about Ronnie Lott when he
Yep.
broke his finger, and instead of having surgery and ending his season, he just amputated his pinky and continued to play.
That's a whole level of raw I don't think I'll ever achieve, bro.
Dude.
Yeah.
It was a different time, dude. That was a different fucking time.
I mean,
dude,
like, snap
men
it
were
back
men.
into place and tape it, maybe, but like, who had a knife that was capable of cutting a damn finger off on the sideline? You know what I mean?
Well, no. Okay, so he did it at the hospital.
Oh, that's gay.
Yeah, it was like have surgery to fix your finger and you're done for the year.
That's not gay. I'm sorry. I had a way better thought in my mind where he's just like, put me back in there. Like, you can't play with your pinky like that. And he's like, cut it off.
Yeah, like at halftime.
Yeah.
Like at halftime, fucking cut it off and fucking cauterize it. I'm going back in.
100%.
No.
Yeah, just shoves his hand in the Gatorade tank. He's like, I'm good.
That is not what happened. That is
Dang.
not what happened. He went to the hospital, broken finger. We can do surgery and you're done for the year, or we can amputate it and you can play next week. And he's like, just cut it off.
That's still wild.
Dude,
Yeah.
wild, dude. Men were fucking built different back then. We did some. Oh, there's Drew. There he is. We got Drew, Xwing, Dan, and me. We're talking about Resident Evil. Who the fuck is this fat guy in the middle? Who is this? I don't want to. No disrespect. I don't remember. Who is this? Drew. Who was this?
I have no clue.
And Jeanette Elfie. Who is this? I don't want to be disrespectful in case it's one of our friends. But I have no clue who
I
this
think you kind
fucking
of
guy
crossed
is.
that line already, brother.
Yeah, you're already.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember.
I don't remember. Viking Reacts. Fuck.
What a douchebag.
Viking Reacts. Okay,
Yikes.
hey, listen. Viking reacts. No shade. I'm fat too. Okay, we can both, use a diet a little bit.
Viking, just slide on over to the hangar, gang. You're welcome.
Shout
there,
out to
brother.
Viking reacts. But to
Yeah.
be fair, we haven't seen Viking reacts in the channel in a long time, so he's probably not even watching right now. Hey, Viking reacts. Hail, you're the fucking man. You're the fucking man. They put glasses on Drew. That's funny. And there we go.
That one's cool.
Go.
It like pops off the paper, looking like the drawing. That one's kind of cool.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So shout
She's
out
having
to
fun with that.
Elfie and to Anjanette. That's fun. That's fun stuff. All right, let's get a few more super chats, and then we're going to go full blown into Resident Evil. We're already an hour in. We're going to go full blown Resident Evil soon. Jesus with it too says, "What the fuck, Beardo? Where's the Coors Light? Where is it, Jesus? Fucking send me some. Thank you for the $2, Jesus." Margaret Riggle with the $20. Y'all are like male wolves, fiercely protective, independent, loyal, with a strong focus on each of your packs. I must say, though, as a human she-wolf, I draw the line at sniffing backsides. What have my wolves dug up for today?
All right.
That's a lot, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Margaret.
I like it. Man,
I don't know. I'm just here. Wednesday is the best day of the week. Let's be honest.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Xwing? What the fuck was that?
I was a little. It was a misinterpretation of the super chat. I thought it was like, I want to sniff your buttholes. I'm like, eh.
No, she said she
She's
does not
drawing
want
the
her
line there. Yeah,
she
yeah.
does not want her butthole sniffed.
Correct.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, she doesn't. Although, Margaret Riggle, no promises. Just saying, if I'm a fucking wolf, I'm sniffing all the fucking buttholes.
That is a real thing that you just said on the internet.
It is.
Hey, if there's one thing that FearTheBeardo is not, is a liar. Okay? just being honest. Thank you, Margaret Riggle, for the $20. Anjanette, who made that AI, thank you, Anjanette, for recommitting to the Bearded Society. Quagmire with a 2 says, watch heavy metal! I know,
Still
I need
haven't
to.
seen it.
I need to. It's Christmas
Y'all need to.
season. I'm watching Christmas movies after Christmas. I will watch heavy metal. Thank you. Sniper Side with the 5 gifted FearTheBeardo memberships. Thank you, Sniper Side. And Goody 64 with a 5 gifted FearTheBeardo memberships. Thank you, Goody 64. We got to get some of these larger super chats here. Raider with a 63.91.
Yeah.
Let's go
Yeah.
Raider.
Good to see you,
Let's
brother.
go Raider. Thank you for the 63.91. Raider, dude. Hanging out with Raider in person, it's always a good fucking time, dude.
I get in
Always a
trouble
good
every
time.
time I hang out with Raider.
Well, you just got to be careful.
Yeah.
Got to be careful, man. Cigars, music, drinks. It's a good time. Good food. Hanging out with Raider. Dude, he's the fucking man. Shout out to Raider. And John McKinley with the $50 super
Yo.
chat.
What up, John?
Says, hail, gents. Have y'all tried out the new Cold Snap event on Arc Raiders yet? I was up until 3 o'clock this morning playing and been loving it. I may have an addiction probably with that game. Anyways, Merry Christmas, my dudes, and the lovely chat. First of all, thank you for the 50. That's huge. I have not played the new Cold Snap event. I've never even heard of it. Have you, Xwing?
No, I need more time. A lot more time in
Yeah.
my life. If there was something I could do, it would be to buy more time. But unfortunately, that's not a thing that happens. So I want to get back into Arc Raiders hardcore. But getting
Same.
people together on the internet, playing it, it's like herding cats sometimes, trying to get everything together. It can be tough. But Cold Snap
Yeah.
event, no, I have not seen it. And yes,
heard of
I
it.
want to play it.
It's a new map, a whole new map, I think.
Oh.
It's a snow
like an
map?
area. It's a snow map. Yeah.
Oh, God.
Okay.
So
That's
I've
cool.
seen
Check it out.
some stuff.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, Drew,
Oh,
are
yeah.
you playing it? Have you played Arc Raiders?
I haven't started yet. I gotta check it out.
It's a slippery
It's
slope,
fun
my
with the
friend.
boys.
Yeah,
I'm down. If you guys need a party, just let me know. I'll run it. Figure it out.
It's good stuff.
Okay. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Thank you, John McKinley, for the $50. And real quick, Rachel Mackhill with a 5 gifted Fear the Beardo memberships. Thank you guys for all the gifted memberships today, man.
Shout out, Rachel.
That's a
Let's
lot.
go.
And speaking of gifted memberships, Trickies with a gifted 10 Fear the Beardo memberships. Thank you, Trickies, for the
Shout out
gifted
to you.
memberships. All right, boys, we're going to dive into Resident Evil. We're going to do a deep dive. It's going to be hardcore. It's going to be intense. It might be spoilery because with the brains on all of us, we might actually predict the entire fucking game. Okay.
That could happen.
We just might. But before we do that, I'm going to go take a piss because I need to have a clear brain. Xwing, you're in charge.
That's your first mistake.
Yep.
We've got a couple other super chats we can hit here. Where did he go? Oh my God. Dude, he always does this and I don't know where he left off.
Did he get Thundarius?
He goes to 10
No, 'cause
subs.
I would have called him gay if I'd have seen it.
Yeah, so I know we haven't hit that one.
All right, well, check
don't-
this out. While we're waiting, I started messing around with the AI stuff too. I can't help myself. It's just way too much fun. Look at how realistic this looks. It's insane.
There have been 1,000 terrors of the sea, born of myth and legend, but there has never been anything feared quite as much as that man, Jonathan Reed.
Isn't that crazy, dude?
That's wild.
I love it. Absolutely love it. Okay, I'm
love
gonna
it.
start, I guess, here because I think we've cleared pretty much everything else. Jesus is in the chat. What's up, Jesus? Says, "What the f, Beardo? Where's the Coors Light?" Anybody else drinking a beer?
I'm not currently.
5 o'clock on a Wednesday. You never know. We got Margaret Riggle. Oh, okay, I think we did get we did get these.
That's why I think we're on
Anjanette,
Thundarius.
thank you for the recommitment. Shout out to Anjanette. Good to see you. And Thundarius the Gay says, "Hail, bros and broettes. Hope y'all are having one hell of a week. Went to a fire ass concert last night." What's a fire ass concert?
What is
Do you guys
that?
eat like Indian food and stuff, or what do you do?
Curry Fest.
Yeah, I
Right.
guess. What was the last concert you went to? Bring the heat today. Also part for posterity. And then I think that's Norwegian or something after
Does it have
that.
to do
I
with
don't actually know what
Avatar?
that says.
Fire and ass.
Right.
Fire and ass.
Right.
Avatar,
Son of
fire and
and
ass.
ass.
That could be the name.
Last show I went to was Shinedown, and I was really lucky because my chick was working for Coors at the time, and they got us box seats for Shinedown, and that was a hell of a show, incredible show.
It's been a
What about you,
while.
Drew?
Nice.
I think the last show I went to was a Blink 182.
Oh,
and
I hate you. That's awesome.
yeah, that was in Glendale, Arizona, or When We Were Young. I can't remember which one it was. One of the two.
Yeah.
When We Were Young was cool though. It was pretty sick. I enjoyed it.
Was that part of the reunion?
When We Were Young, that was the it was kind of like the mini Warp Tour that they had in Vegas before Warp Tour started
Oh.
again recently. And they
okay.
had like the whole 2 stages,
All right,
multiple
I'm back.
bands.
Oh,
was
that's
pretty sick.
badass.
Yeah, it was really
Nice.
badass. Millennial
Yeah.
Fest.
Should I try to bring your dog in here?
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Obi, come here.
Blaine, what about you?
Come here, boy.
I know. I'm trying to think about it. It was either Joey Valance and Bray or Paul Cawthon. It was one of the two.
I don't know who either of those people are.
Up here.
Joey Valance and Bray is basically they're bringing back like Beastie Boys type music.
Oh,
They were in the
there's
new.
Obi.
There he is, boys. I
There he
am now
is.
X-Wing's dog's dad for the next 3 months.
Surrogate.
3 months, 3 weeks.
3 months. I was like, holy smokes.
How's it going,
Hey, my
Buster?
good boy.
How's it going,
Ugh,
buddy?
I miss him
Oh.
already.
All right,
I
go lay
freaking
down.
love that
Go lay
dog.
down. Good boy.
Well
Dude, he
trained, good
listens, man.
temper.
Good boy.
He
Yeah.
does. He
I train the
listens.
crap out of that guy.
He's a good boy. Thank you, Thundarius. What does it say? Hail, bros and broettes. I think he's talking about you, X-Wing.
I think he's talking about you. Actually.
Hope y'all are having one hell of a week. Went to a fire ass concert last night. What was the last concert you went to? I went to Our Last Night was the last concert I went to. Bring the heat today, boys. Also for posterity. X-Gay. Thank
Again,
you,
I
Thundarius,
think
for the
that's
10.
Norwegian, or I don't know what that is that he's saying, but
Yeah.
sounds retarded.
Weird Robot with the 5 says, good boy, dog tax. He is a good boy.
Yeah, he's a good
He
boy.
is a good boy. Thank you.
Dog
War Machine with the 5 gifted Fear the Beardo membership. So many gifted memberships today, guys. Thank you guys so much. All right, boys. Let's get into it since we have Drew here. let's get into Resident Evil 9 Requiem trailer, the Leon Kennedy reveal. Were you watching the Game Awards live, Drew?
Yeah, I was texting you.
Yeah. Yes,
I
you
was
were.
watching it live. I was like, because I do my show at 7 p.m. Eastern every day. And I was watching it. I'm like, man, I think I'm gonna miss it and have to watch it when I'm done streaming. But they played it like 10 minutes right before I went live, and I was super hyped. So it was cool.
Yeah. For me, that was the best part of the Game Awards. I was so surprised. Well, that and Lego Batman. But Resident Evil takes the edge over Lego Batman for me because of the Leon reveal.
Right.
Lego Batman was just kind of more of what we've already seen. But I was genuinely surprised that they saved that new High Guard game for the end reveal. Here's the end reveal. Here's the game from Titanfall and what's the other?
Oh, yeah, it was the creators of Titanfall and some
What's
other.
that multiplayer game called?
God.
Fuck, what's it called?
I know. I'm trying to think of it too. It was like
What's
high.
the
Was it High Guard or something?
Well, High Guard is the new one, but what's the battle
it's
royale
the-
that's out right now?
It's the battle royale that's actually
that's
part of the Titanfall
Apex
universe.
Legends.
Apex.
Legends.
Yeah,
Thank you. So forgettable. Anyways, so it was like
Really? That was the grand reveal? That's crazy.
the grand reveal was, here's a brand new entry from the creators of Titanfall and Apex Legends, and everyone's like, oh, fucking Titanfall 3. And it's this new hero shooter called High Guard.
Yeah, it's
and
probably
I'm like,
the one they junked.
I'm like, what a fucking letdown. Like, how do you not save Resident Evil 9 Leon reveal for the very end? Because, Drew, didn't that happen in like the first hour?
Yeah, it was the first hour. Yeah.
That's insane to me.
First 50 minutes.
That's insane. But anyways, so let's go ahead and is there anything we want to say before the trailer? Or
to
watch
be fair, the game had already been announced. We were just getting a new trailer.
And the Leon
But
Kennedy
Leon,
reveal.
Leon
The
is like
Leon.
Leon is like Master Chief, Captain America, like he's on that
Kratos.
level.
He is the Kratos of Resident Evil.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right, so here's the trailer. Let's make sure I got the volume all the way up. All right. You guys can hear that?
Yeah. I love this touch with the door, man. Can I talk a little bit?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Or do we
It's
want to watch
better
it
if we
first?
do.
Well,
What does the chat want? Does the chat want to watch it first and then we do a talk?
Let's watch it.
Okay.
Let's watch it the whole way through, and then afterwards we'll go back and we'll pause it and go through and dissect it.
Copy.
Hello?
It hasn't been easy. But after much effort, here we finally are.
Who are you?
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. Miss Ashcroft.
Talk to me. Is this one like the others? And it's not post-mortem lividity. Hey, I just got a report of a missing police officer. It might be unrelated, but he disappeared near where the 5th body was found.
Through you, Elpis can finally be set free.
The team has settled on a person of interest. Someone with ties to Umbrella. Victor Gideon.
Grace! Grace!
Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under. I'll send you the address.
Welcome. Dr. Gideon has been expecting you.
Here we go, boys!
You there, Leon?
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hey, over here. FBI. What are you doing here?
Would you like to see what's hidden under the hood?
Don't do anything stupid.
Me? Never. Think I want a second opinion.
Yeah.
There we go,
Yo.
boys. There
Lit.
we go.
Can you guys answer a few very short questions for me?
Yeah.
Is like Raccoon City like back to normal? Because it seems like Grace
No.
and running her job and everything that's going on, it seems like everyone's kind of back to, you
I
know,
don't-
a little bit of normal.
I don't think
No,
she's in
those are
Raccoon
different
City.
areas.
Yeah, she's Grace, her FBI precinct, they're not in Raccoon.
Oh, okay.
So
Yeah.
Raccoon City was nuked to hell in Resident Evil 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Which,
Oh.
but Drew, it wasn't. They retconned it. It's not nuked. It was some kind of different fucking Mo bomb.
Yeah, thermal heat wave type of bomb. But so in the trailer,
Thermobaric.
yeah, thermobaric.
Yes,
There.
thank
To
you.
answer your question, in the trailer where you see the police cars pulling up, where you see Leon's Porsche and the voice is talking, I think it's Sherry Birkin from RE6, but we'll get into that and when she's a little in RE2. But
Right here.
the police car says Renwood WPD. So they're not in Raccoon City right here in this shot. So that lines up with Renwood Hotel, which is where Leon goes to investigate. You hear that in the trailer, right? And the Chronic Care Center. So there's different areas outside of Raccoon City in this game. And I think that is providing a little bit of confusion, but which is cool because this is supposed to be a massive game. But where you see that dot that is kind of just flying on the map, that appears to be Leon flying towards Raccoon City in his Porsche.
Yeah, he's driving over there.
Yeah. So there are different locations because that's kind of where I think it's the Renwood Hotel in past trailers where
And the doctor purchased that hotel to do
Right.
his experimentation.
that's where Alyssa
right.
got murdered. Grace witnessed
Wait,
it in that hotel. So
right.
she
the
has to go
mansion-
back.
the mansion
FBI
looking
sends her
building?
back.
Yeah, that's the hotel. It says in the trailer he purchased an entire building for his studies, and they're talking about that hotel that she shows up at.
No. There's the hotel, and then there's the Chronic Care Center, and then there's Raccoon City.
Okay.
Yeah, there's multiple, and I'm hearing there's even more in this game. But in the trailers, so Alyssa Ashcroft gets killed in Renwood Hotel. Grace witnesses it, and then we see where the FBI sends
There's going to
her
be a
back.
time jump.
Yes, the FBI sends her back. She's older. She's an FBI analyst. And they send her back to go investigate it. She goes back to that hotel, and it's assumed she gets abducted and gets taken to the Chronic Care Center. That's the building this guy purchased, right? To do his experiments.
Got it.
Somewhere in this story, it sounds like Leon is being tasked to go investigate this center or maybe the Renwood Hotel because he's kind of following these leads. I don't think it's necessarily he hears, according to the trailer, I don't think it's that it's the FBI agent, Grace Ashcroft, goes missing and he's looking for
Yeah,
her.
it says a police
It's a
officer
police
went
officer.
missing near the
And
site of the
so-
5th body.
And then in the trailer, when he sees her, he's like, "You're FBI? What are you doing here?" Like he has no idea she's even there. So I think that's how their paths cross. But to answer your question, there's multiple locations in this game, and it does seem kind of confusing. But
So with these multiple locations, are you thinking that it's going to be like linear and go through each location, or are you going to be able to choose to go back and forth, or is it like you just think it's going
So-
to kind of work its way through it?
That is a great question, Blaine, because original rumors and reports were that this is going to be a semi-open world. That
Right.
Raccoon City, once you reach Raccoon City, it's going to be a central hub of going to you can either go to this mission or you can go over here and tackle this mission. So all Resident Evil games before this point have been pretty linear, where in Village, the Village was a central hub, but it was still linear. You can only tackle this mission or side quest at a time. This, the initial reports, and Drew, correct me if I'm wrong, makes it seem like Raccoon City is going to be a central hub and that you can go and do certain missions when you choose to.
That's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
Okay.
For sure.
That,
And
that
like,
sounds cool.
Yeah, because in RE4 remake, just like 8, just like Beardo said, you have this massive map, unlockable areas, and once you're kind of done with those areas, you can still come back, explore, go back and forth.
That's what I'm thinking. Almost like Legend of Zelda, where like Death, I always call it Mount Doom. Death Mountain's there, but you can't go up Death Mountain until you have the invitation or the letter to go up onto Death Mountain. So that way, when you're all souped up and you're a mega hero, you can go back and collect the keys and open all the doors in that one spot if you don't want to do it on the first run. But you're not completely lost to time if you missed it on the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the directors did a recent interview, and they obviously gave more details. And part of those details were that this game's kind of story flow, obviously with the gameplay, is very similar because this is the same director that I believe did Resident Evil Revelations 1. And that has a very specific kind of gameplay where you've got, 2 characters that are going through one scenario, another set that are going through another scenario. And the story's progressing, but from different vantage points from different characters, but it's all going in one direction to meet in one place. So this is the same director that's doing RE9. So it'll be somewhat, and they have said that Leon's got obviously his own arc. Grace has her own arc, and they're meeting together throughout the game and progressing in that forward kind of linear. But in terms of the gameplay, I'm interested to see how that kind of unfolds. That'll be cool to see.
So 2 things. Swag Cuddy says Leon has a Porsche and they are marketing it hard.
Yep.
That goes into the open world thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
That's what I texted you. I'm like,
Yep.
they did say
you said
there were some leaks.
Driving the Porsche as Leon in the central hub of Raccoon City might be playable, where you get to drive his Porsche, and that's where the hub is going to be, where you can do shit in Raccoon City without it being necessarily a main mission, but maybe some side quests where you can go get a treasure here, go get a treasure here, do this hidden side quest over here as Leon in his Porsche in this entire fucking city.
Possibly. That'd be gnarly.
And this is
that's
all
totally new, right?
chat. That would be new to the franchise. Yeah.
Which in that ending there looked like super, super action heavy and like faster too than previous stuff, right? Or at least to me.
Well, so Resident Evil 5 picked up on some of the action. And then Resident Evil 6, there was 3 or 4 different storylines that you can go through where it's like survival horror, action, and a mixture of both. Where this game, Resident Evil 9, and like Drew was saying, you're going to have Grace Ashcroft, which is going to be, your newbie, isn't familiar with all this. That's going to be your true survival horror. And then you have the other missions as Leon, where that's going to be a little bit more action-based.
Right.
And both of them are going to lead to the same fucking ending.
Right. I'm just going based off of what the directors have said recently, and Beardo's right. They described it that Grace is the most scaredy cat character in Resident Evil history. That's how he described it, which is cool. Yeah. And so her entire gameplay is they described it like a progression of she's scared, but she does get more confident as the game progresses. So she serves for like the perfect survival horror aspect of this entire game. Yeah. But it switches back and forth because obviously you can't do that with Leon anymore. He's just full adrenaline, max packed action to the max, and that's what he serves in this game. And you see that in the trailer. The way they described it was interesting because the metaphor he used was the survival horror / action mix in this game works perfectly with these 2 characters. He said it's somewhat like jumping. I think he said coming from like hot bath, hot water, and jumping into cold water, or vice versa. That's the kind of like feel they want you to have in this game, where you're progressing. You're barely surviving with Grace, super survival horror, and then immediately you're Leon and you're just slaughtering, and then you go back to that. So it's this and Ari hasn't really had that, to be completely honest, which is going to be interesting.
That'll keep you on your toes for
exactly.
sure.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's
Right.
fun. And
Cool.
that is like, it's so important to have that in survival horror. So important to have that. So the fact that they're using both at the same time, simultaneously, all at once, that's kind of dope. I like it. Just so long as, like, at the end of the game, she doesn't go like, "Get out of the way, old man," and pushes Leon Kennedy out of the way.
Oh God, if that happens, dude, I'm putting my controller down.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean, I don't know, man. He's I don't know what you want to get into next, Beardo, but I mean, there's so much. I mean, his neck. There's some stuff on his. Right?
Okay, so let's go through the trailer. Let's start at the very beginning because I do have some comments that I want to talk about.
I love this right off the bat. OG RE fan right here. That door is everything.
The old door opening noise.
That door is everything.
So new villain here. There was a lot of speculation. Is this going to be Oswald Spencer? It doesn't seem to be. He gives his name. But he is going to have... Is he the guy that has ties to Umbrella that they were talking about?
Yes, that's what they say further in the trailer.
Hello?
The voice acting. Grace's voice acting is so good.
Incredible.
Hello? And she goes, what are you doing here? Like, really fucking good. Not like corny, like she's trying too hard, but like actual, real good voice acting.
It hasn't been easy. But after much effort, here we finally are.
Who are you?
I know now that you're the one that I've been searching for. The special one. The chosen one. It's Ashcroft.
And I mean, he doesn't look this way just for no reason. He's got to have the, what's the virus in this game called?
Elpis.
Elpis.
Yeah,
He's got to
Elpis
have...
is the Greek god of hope.
Right.
Okay.
Bottom of Pandora's box. It's either something good or it's something bad.
So I'm wondering if like he's going for some kind of immortality or something, because this guy's clearly been through quite a lot. I wonder if it's an immortality thing or if he's trying to search for like a cure to one of the old viruses.
The first one.
Yeah.
The first one. He's looking for immortality.
Yeah. Silence of the Lambs goggles. Love that touch.
Talk to me. Is this one like the others?
So you think this is Birkin? Cheryl Birkin talking?
Yeah. When you hear you pull up some, you don't have to right now, but people listening, if you pull up some clips of Sherry Birkin talking in Resident Evil 6, that sounds exactly like the voice actor from RE6, which would make sense. Some people think it's Hunnigan from RE4. It would make sense. Some people think it's Ashley Graham from RE4, which would make sense because those are the ones directly connected to Leon. But I think Sherry would make the most sense. She is a DSO agent, just like Leon is, because she wanted to follow that path because Leon and Claire saved her life. She credited them, obviously. It would make more sense if it was Sherry, because obviously this game is getting down to the bottom of just exactly what the secrets are when it comes to the U.S. government's involvement with Umbrella. And so Sherry has a history because her parents were tied into all of that. The Birkins, her mom, her dad, she was abandoned because they were obsessed with Umbrella. That research was being stolen from them, right? And so she lost her parents, not just the city. So she's had that story arc. So that would tie in really well, not only with Leon, but with the city and the history of Umbrella, if that makes sense. So that's kind of my theory. That would make more sense to me if it was Sherry, but it could be Ashley Graham. Who knows?
Xwing, you remember the Birkins. Jeanette Birkin was the wife who was fighting with Leon and Ada for the virus, and William Birkin was the monster.
Yeah,
he was
right at the end when you get to the lab and everything.
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Well, even in the beginning in the sewers with Leon, he was the first boss fight you had.
Well, Birkin is a part of the trio, the OG trio of the origins of Umbrella. Part of I forgot what the third one was, but Spencer, Oswald Spencer, Birkin, and then there was a third one. Someone in the chat probably knows it or could look it up. So those are the deep history ties to Umbrella. They were like along with Wesker. That's what RE0, right? Kind of shows and reveals this history with Birkin, Wesker, Spencer, this whole kind of universe of the origins of Umbrella. So these ties go really, really, really deep. That's what I'm saying. Like that's kind of how Birkin gets introduced to the RE universe, and that's kind of what would make more sense if it's Sherry, to be honest here. You know, there's a lot more ties than just the character was introduced in the game. They have a deep origin with the origin of the G virus, the T virus. It's directly connected to the origin of Umbrella directly.
And real quick, I want to go to this since this is going to be really Raccoon City heavy. Is Elpis?
James Marcus, thank you, chat. Sorry.
No, that's perfect. Is Elpis going to be a mutation post nuke of Raccoon City of the T virus?
Well, if you remember, we talked about this last time in the Outbreak game. There are several cutscenes, and one of the cutscenes is post the blast. There's that same Raccoon City ruins. And there's a giant crane.
With the crater.
There's a giant crane. The scientists are working. They're still doing experimentation. That really never went anywhere in the series. So obviously there's a lot of connections. You got Alyssa Ashcroft. There's connections between Outbreak, this game, Raccoon City, RE2, RE3, right? That's obvious. What's interesting, Beardo, is if you fast forward, if you go to the new crater scene, some people have noticed that there is now a crane near the crater. Now, someone might be able to fact check me on this. I'm not sure if that crane was in the original crater scene, the reveal of Raccoon City. It may or may not have been, but it's there now. And that's, you see it right there. You see it near the crater, if you zoom in.
Right here?
Yes.
That it right there that I'm zooming in?
Yeah.
My mouse?
Yeah, there's an entire apparatus near the crater now that people have been pointing out, saying that wasn't there in the original reveal trailer, but that would kind of maybe line up a little more to where Outbreak ended in that cutscene. So there's a connection. Obviously, experimentation never stopped in Raccoon City. So I think that's the obvious connection with Elpis.
I'm looking it up right now.
Yeah, what we're gonna get next. But yeah, look that stuff up, because I was seeing a lot of that on Twitter too, that people were kind of putting up screenshots and the differences between those trailer shots. So, but even then, I think that's clearly you've got Victor Gideon. I think that would explain his tie to Umbrella. Maybe he was a part of that team that came in after the explosion and had some kind of obsession. That's his connections, wanted to revive, maybe some kind of arc where he wants to revive Umbrella type of thing,
He's going to have some type of connection to Oswald Spencer, I think.
Right.
Like his apprentice or something like that. He was learning under him. He was just a child, and or his father was passed on some of the information and stuff. Real quick, Metal Slave with a 20 gifted FearTheBeardo memberships. That's not cheap.
Shout out Metal Slave.
That is not cheap.
Let's
go.
go.
That is a lot of money. Let's frickin' go. If you do some quick math here, $5 memberships, 20 gifted. That is a $100 donation if you do the quick math.
Metal Slave.
Let's frickin' go.
Heck yeah.
Thank you, Metal Slave, for the 20 gifted FearTheBeardo memberships. Thank you, Metal Slave. All right. Real quick.
Beardo, pull that up.
Yeah. What do you have here?
No crane. No structure.
Crane.
Ooh.
There it is. That's the original, right? Or the early trailer. Yeah.
This was 6 months ago, the reveal trailer.
So now there is a crane.
Yep.
So
and also, I think in the new one, there's no water in the bottom of the hole. So yeah, different time.
Right. It could be different time, but just something people have pointed out. Theory right now, it would make. There's an obvious tie to Outbreak, in my opinion.
Is there anything else? Is there anything else?
So there is water.
Oh, there's water. Yeah,
there's water, but you have
there's a whole building over there.
You have this right
There's a
here.
whole thing that didn't
There's a
exist
structure
there
now,
before.
and that was literally Outbreak. So people caught on that, and that would make sense with the connection, because they never stopped their experiments after the detonation of.
I'm thinking Elpis is going to be some sort of mutation from a previous virus into
Daylight.
But,
yeah.
Daylight. Is Daylight going to be Elpis?
There could be that could be what Grace has, some kind of antibodies. Maybe there's a connection between Daylight. Maybe Victor Gideon didn't know Alyssa. Obviously, Alyssa Ashcroft is being hunted in that second trailer, right?
Well,
obviously. Maybe he didn't know Grace existed,
The fact that Alyssa Ashcroft, of course, this is Grace Ashcroft's mom, but you can have this game with just Grace and do some dialogue, this is Alyssa Ashcroft's daughter. The fact that she's in the game, she's got a face model, she's got dialogue, she's in the game. If we're talking about the hag tyrant, the tyrant hag that's in the game, I want to get into that. I want to talk about it because after watching this trailer, I'm getting more and more convinced that the hag tyrant is going to be Alyssa Ashcroft, and that the fact that this guy Gideon is after Grace is that he was so close to perfecting this Daylight Elpis thing with Alyssa that he's using Grace to try to perfect it because it went wrong with Alyssa.
Yeah.
And she turned into this
She's
hag
got the
tyrant.
DNA for it.
She's got the correct version of it.
Totally possible.
Do you think this is just a wild theory? I don't know, but I mean, it seems like they're obsessed. They wanted the T virus, right? Like they're trying to. Umbrella's trying to perfect humanity, right? That's their MO. Is that what they're doing with their viruses? They're trying to create perfect
superhumans.
Humans.
Yeah,
they were trying to make the perfect weapon.
So it would make sense to me then if Elpis is hope. This guy, it looks like he took the freaking virus too, because he's jacked up 6 ways from Sunday, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So is it that something with him and something with her too? Because he's not
Possibly.
totally mutated into a
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
He clearly has an obsessive infatuation with her. You can totally tell at the beginning, it's in the other trailer, he's telling her to fulfill her destiny. It's this sick, perverted, twisted obsession with her. So you could be absolutely right about that there does seem to be some kind of needed, connection between the two.
And I think that could be because she's the offspring of Alyssa. And Alyssa...
But we don't know who her dad is, right?
Not yet. And there's rumors about that, which we will get to. There are rumors that we will get to about that. But he could be this, what's his name? Victor Gideon. He could be obsessed with Grace because he was so close with Alyssa and it turned bad. But Grace, he could be correcting the mistakes he made with Alyssa and he's going to fix it with Grace.
It's her dad.
What
if that's her dad and he was the one who corrupted the mother, drew her in and made her a test subject? He was, the reason he wasn't in the picture is because he was so involved with his work.
That is not the theory.
I like it. It's cool.
Yeah, I like it too. It's possible.
You're the one who killed my mom.
Yeah,
it's possible.
Right.
He's
it
got
would
the
make it
final
really.
Answer, but she's reluctant. Blah blah blah.
It would make it real Star Wars family dramatic.
100%.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I like that theory. There's other ones though. Beardo's right, but I like that one.
The theory is that Leon might be Grace's dad.
Right.
And wasn't that what y'all were predicting the last time we talked about this as well?
Could be. Sounds about right.
It's possible.
That did come
possible.
Up. Yep.
Yeah, it came up. All right,
it seems cliche. I hope they get a little more inventive than that.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it being cliche. I'm okay with this is fucking Resident Evil. This is fucking zombies and viruses and monsters and stuff. I'm okay with a little bit of cliche. I'm okay with it. I'm not mad about it. Okay, so real quick, take a look at what this Elpis looks like. And we're also going to be taking a look at some medical scans that Leon is looking at on a whiteboard of what this Elpis virus looks like. Just keep that in mind.
I just got a report of a missing police officer. It might be unrelated, but he disappeared near where the 5th body was found.
Is that going to be the police officer with the missing teeth, or you think that's just a regular zombie?
That's Gideon.
I think that's the police officer. It could be Gideon.
I think
but,
it's the police officer.
But so
he's
these
wearing
monsters, it seems they don't have teeth, and a lot of people are kind of being thrown off by that. When you look at the zombie, you don't have to do it now, but when you look at the zombies in the trailers, in this one, some of the footage we've seen, it appears something about Elpis, your teeth fall out. Gideon has the same thing. He's got gold teeth. It looks like he has replacement teeth. So there, in some of the footage that did leak is 100% real. The animations are there, like the bite animations from the zombies are there. And the big question is, obviously, how do you bite someone without teeth? But that seems to be a feature of what's going on with Elpis is the teeth.
If you do it hard enough.
Yeah, you can gum them.
Yeah, just gum them.
You can Nancy Pelosi it, You can just go hard. Could be the police officer.
And actually, real quick, this is the police officer.
He's wearing all black.
No, well, because in the first trailer, when Grace is going through, she sees the police officer and thinks that she's safe, and he turns his head, and it's a fucking zombie.
And you hear that noise.
Yeah.
You hear that same kind of noise.
So this is going to be the same scene where she sees this, and it's the fucking cop.
Agree.
This is 100% the cop.
I agree. And there's no rain.
Maybe you spit out your human teeth and grow gnarly other teeth.
Maybe. Maybe.
Okay.
Fuck.
Through you, Elpis can finally be.
There you go. So he's talking about her genetics.
Mm-hmm.
Through you, Elpis can be pure and is going to, whatever his end game is, which might be immortality, which didn't work with Alyssa, but probably he thinks is going to work with Grace, which he does, because we've seen it. She's all bandaged up. She's on the hospital table. She's hanging upside down. He does extract her DNA at some point in this game.
Can we go back to the first little bits of the medical info on the screen?
Okay.
Right there. I was going to see if there was anything about mutations. Did anybody look at the molecular structure of what was on the screen there?
I'm sure you could. I'm sure you could.
Set free.
The terminology, and that has been released in, I think it was like a hidden file in the demo. Talking about, Raccoon City on lockdown. It's to the White House Chief of Staff. Is that what it says on there? So there's a clear connection between the U.S. government. We've known this through RE6 and, how
Through
Leon
you,
ended up.
Elpis can
We're talking about right here, Drew?
Keep going.
finally be.
Right there. Look at that memo.
Yeah, White House Chief of Staff. Yeah.
There it is. So there's clearly, obviously, but we've known this, that, the U.S. government is involved. The president in RE6 wanted to disclose their involvement in Raccoon City, gets killed. That's kind of like the story with Leon in that game, if you haven't played it. So clearly, obviously there's a connection between Umbrella, U.S. government. That's going to be explained in this game. But the big rumor is parts of Raccoon City that are still operational may be on lockdown, which is interesting because we've seen that on some of the director wears a T-shirt. He's been wearing an RE9 T-shirt, and that's been released.
With your theory that even post nuke in Raccoon City, they're still operating some fucking shady Umbrella experiments.
They're still going. And something, I think in this same document that didn't leak, you can find it in the demo. Some kind of lockdown, something needs to go down. But it's interesting that the wording is for the sake of Elpis. Is that what it says there? If you keep going.
For the sake of Elpis, right here. For
right?
the sake of Elpis.
Yeah, I have my screen a little farther from me, so I can't.
For the sake of Elpis comments.
Yeah. So it sounds like the U.S. government wants something done for the sake of Elpis, either to protect it, release it, refine it, perfect it. Who knows? But the U.S. government wants this done.
Oh my God, I was on mute. I'm retarded.
Shit.
That compound has an explanation. It's Reddit, so take it with a grain of salt. But essentially, the gist of it is that this compound would act as a muzzle for hyperactive enzymes that would get triggered after a traumatic or stressful event to the cell, protecting tissues from extensive damage. It would help protect against acute events like stroke or chronic disease or neurodegenerative diseases. So keeping your brain, but getting all the benefits of the T-virus.
There you go.
Okay.
That would line up with what we were saying is there's a combination that needs to happen here.
Mm-hmm. Like Wuhan.
Yeah. Ozzy Osbourne eating bats.
Mm-hmm.
set free.
The team has settled on a person of interest. Someone with ties to Umbrella. Victor Gideon.
Yeah, so Victor Gideon is the guy that's got ties to Umbrella. He's going to be some kind of successor and apprentice to Oswald Spencer, I'm assuming, and Wesker and Birkin.
So, and also, you know, everything with Resident Evil is like conspiracy, right? Like it's one massive conspiracy, and you know, there's an obvious tie between Umbrella, U.S. government. People are thinking that that black dude in the first trailer, I already forgot his name, is probably in on it. Maybe even one of the doctors for Gideon. Yeah. No, not Gordon.
He's not even in this trailer.
They think maybe the FBI, he's like a cell inside of the FBI or an informant, or not an informant, but a plant in the FBI to send Grace there to him. A rat, right? To send Grace there, which is interesting because you're hearing this trailer. Leon works for the DSO. Sherry's DSO. That's a government agency as well. That's, you know, in the game, in the universe. So clearly these two are being sent to Gideon one way or another. Does that make sense? And it's it's just interesting that that's kind of like how their paths are meeting. And
it's
I
like
think
it's
that's
done on purpose.
Exactly. There's a conspiracy here for sure.
Yeah.
Great.
And you see here, bandaged up, bleeding. Experiments have already happened. I think this is going to be shortly after she escapes the hospital bed, where she was already extracted with her DNA and stuff like that. He's got it. Victor Gideon's already got her shit. And this is shortly after she escaped.
Right. I think there's a typewriter in that scene. A little
save room?
Yeah.
A little save spot there?
It's on the table somewhere. See it right there on the left?
You're right there. Yeah. That's going to be a little save spot.
Let's go.
Great. Grace!
I love that part.
That's a dad scream right there.
Purchased
I can tell you.
That's like a Wesker. That's like a
You're
Wesker.
onto something. Xwing, you're onto something. You are. I prefer Leon being her father, but if this guy is her father,
it would make sense.
It would make sense. You might be onto something, brother.
Yeah, it would make sense. It's like a Wesker callback too. Remember the crash? You know, I'm really loving the callbacks in this trailer. There's a lot. There's a lot of little Easter eggs.
And I think it was in a previous trailer, Beyond This Door, there was that unicorn statue that was in Resident Evil 2. Part of the puzzle.
Building after Umbrella went under. I'll send you the address.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
What?
Like, is that literal? Right? Like, after Umbrella went under, like what? Like the company fell through?
Grace!
Victor purchased a building after Umbrella went under.
So after Umbrella went under, which is in between 2, 3, and 4.
I know, but like
it's the end of 2 in between 4.
I know, but are they saying the company goes under? We know that's happened. Or obviously Umbrella never went away. Did they just literally go under even further, Raccoon City? I don't know. I've just been thinking about this.
Like
maybe
underground, like
literally the thing is a huge elevator shaft.
Literally underground.
Is
that a literal statement? Underneath Raccoon.
Like literally in Resident Evil 2, they're down underground in the sewers.
Yeah.
And beyond that.
I don't know. Maybe
they're just gonna do like that first Resident Evil movie where it's just like a giant compound under the ground. Isn't that what they did in that?
Wasn't that was the end of 2 though, wasn't it? When you go to the lab and there's that huge the shafts and you have to run along the walkways.
You literally take a metro fucking subway down underground, further beneath the sewers to like a super underground compound. Yeah.
So who knows?
I'll send you the address.
Which, by the way, chat's right and we're right. How much promotion is behind Leon's Porsche? If we don't get to drive this thing, it's going to be a massive L.
Yeah, I want to drive
Wasted opportunity. I think we are going to be able to drive this thing.
It's going to be like the Batmobile.
Literally the Batmobile.
Everyone's going to be like,
yeah. It's going to be like Batmobile and Arkham Knight.
Or Knight. That's what it was. Yeah.
Welcome. Dr. Gideon has been expecting you.
So Dr. Gideon's been expecting Leon.
Maybe.
For why?
Maybe that
But
could
maybe
be
not.
Leon.
Maybe that's something else.
Yeah, it could be
Right.
Grace. There's
It
a lot of
could be
jumps in
Grace
this
showing
trailer.
up.
Yeah, could be Grace. What if it's Jill? Or Ada. I want to get to Ada. We'll talk
get
about
there.
it later.
I got some
We'll
theories
get there.
on it. We'll get
We'll
there.
get there.
Yeah.
You there, Leon?
He looks pissed off. I love it.
I think this is going to be playable.
Yeah.
This
It
is
looks
going to be playable. This right here, I think that's us playing it.
See, but they're saying the drivable area is Raccoon City. That looks like a very normal city to me. The stoplights are working. There's people driving around.
I think there's going to be multiple areas, there's going to be set pieces where you're driving the car. And then there's going to be the open hub in Raccoon City where you're driving it on your own, free roam. But then there's also going to be the set pieces where you're driving it as well. Like
there
Grand
are
Theft
still
Auto.
parts of Raccoon City that are operational too, like the outskirts. When you look at that, that's kind of what I think they retconned a little bit. I think it was implied in the 90s, Raccoon City is just gone now, But now it seems that there do seem to be some standing buildings in the ruins. If you look at that, so that's possible too.
And that was the retcon between it being a nuke and a thermobaric fucking bomb. Yeah. So it's not like radioactive and shit.
Yeah, because that nuke goes off.
Yeah.
You're not going back there.
Good luck. I wanted to pause that.
Yeah, the photo.
On the photo.
Because is that the front? Is that the front of the clinical care center?
Yeah.
So there's your guy. There's Victor Gideon, who already looks like he's fucking.
Yeah, he's pretty pale.
He looks like he already took it.
Yeah.
He already took it. You got Steve Carell right here on
He
the
looks
right.
like he lives underground.
Right.
Yeah.
Just
And
saying.
then maybe
I don't know.
Who's
one
the
of
chick
these
to his left?
So this might be Annette and William Birkin right here. Drew, what do you think? Is this Annette and William right here? You see my mouse?
I'm not sure if that would line up with the timeline. I mean,
Yeah, because he was already.
yeah.
By the time he would have purchased this place.
It would not line up with the
People
timeline.
think that's the nurse that you see in this trailer.
Okay.
Walking through the care center. That
would make more sense. That would make more sense. But honestly, if he had taken Elpis and he is a zombie, he could be 30 here and he could be 60 in the current day with the Elpis, and that would still line up.
And there's
if
no
this
way
was
that's
gonna
an
be
older
Annette and-
Ashley Ashcroft right there.
Alyssa?
Sorry, Alyssa.
No, I don't think that's Alyssa. I wouldn't think that's Alyssa because Alyssa was never Umbrella. Well, actually, Drew, was Alyssa Umbrella?
No, she's just a journalist from Raccoon City investigating Umbrella. Yeah.
Okay, and so we have two black gentlemen here. Was that the rumors that one of these black guys is going to be working in the precinct, the FBI precinct, with Grace?
That's what people are suspecting. That
This
might
guy
be a
right
younger
here.
version of that guy. Now he's in the FBI. Conspiracy. That'd be cool.
Interesting. Okay.
Hey, over.
I really,
Yeah.
I am the closest you can get to 100%.
Yeah.
Thinking that this hag tyrant is Grace's mom.
Right.
That the experiments that Gideon was doing to try to perfect Elpis to do the daylight thing went wrong, and she turned into this hag.
Babe of the week.
Babe of the week. That's what I'm thinking.
It would make the story emotional, super emotional. Which is cool.
100%. 100%.
It would be cool. It'd be cool.
Now, hypothetically, let's say this is Grace's mom. Excuse me. This is Alicia Ashcroft. Do you think that she knows before the first encounter? Do you think that Victor Gideon tells her? Or do you think she finds out later on, maybe after she kills it?
She's going to find out somewhere in this game, but I'm not sure in terms of these trailers if she knows, if she doesn't. She's clearly afraid of it. You know,
anyone would be.
Yeah.
This motherfucker's
clearly
terrifying.
afraid of it. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell what she knows. I mean, that one shot where she's pointing the gun at Gideon, she looks like not afraid. She looks like in pain, like she's sad almost, like those puppy dog eyes. If you go a little further back, maybe I don't know what's being said to her there in that scene, but right there, she doesn't look very scared. Right there, she just kind of looks like a confused,
like what the fuck concerned.
Like if you just told me that my mom's still alive, that's what I would look like.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
If I watched my mom die and you just told me she's still alive, that's the face I think I would have.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of confused, but in pain.
Here's
Dr.
the hotel worker. And here's
that's the nurse.
The nurse, yeah. And here's the picture of the umbrella. They don't look alike.
Could be
I don't
younger.
know.
Who knows?
Maybe younger. I don't know.
I don't recognize her.
I don't think so. I think it's a different person from the picture.
Yeah, it could be a different person entirely.
Yeah.
Was Alyssa the kind of reporter that was willing to do anything to get a story?
Yeah. Yeah, she like vowed to take down Umbrella after she survived Raccoon City.
Would she have been willing to sleep with a young scientist working from Umbrella in order to get a story?
Maybe. Who knows?
I'm writing my own trilogy right now, dude.
No, I love theory. I live for theories for like my favorite stuff in games. I love that, dude. That's cool. Maybe.
And the thing is with Resident Evil 2, everything is interconnected. Like there's nothing that's like, oh, this just happened by circumstance and it's totally random. Just like in Resident Evil lore, it's like, oh, this person belongs to this and this happened because of them and they're related and they work together. Like it's always intertwined. There's never just something like, oh, this is just completely random and this happened. Like there's always something. Even in Village with Evelyn, it's like, oh, well, Mother Miranda and Evelyn and the mold and stuff. Like there's always something that happened previously that makes sense.
And that was all directly connected to Oswald Spencer in the end of that game. That was the main connection. So the connections will obviously be explained.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm thinking
Headshot,
the Hag.
dude. Headshot.
Dude, this guy's a fucking pro.
Yeah, dude.
I'm thinking the Hag is going to be Alyssa. Are we all on board with that?
Oh yeah, I'm on board with it.
I mean, I'm open to it being Lisa Trevor. That would be cool. I wouldn't be mad. But in terms of the story, I think it would make more sense to be Alyssa. Yeah.
What's your best, most convincing theory, Drew, on who the Hag is? Or is it just some random bitch?
Or.
I just think if there's a lot of like real, because they've been marketing this game that Leon. Oh, and by the way, the director said Leon has a secret in this game, and we'll probably get to that soon.
I think he's sick.
Yeah, that could be it. You kind of see it in the trailer. We'll get to. It could be something else. I don't know. The secret could be I've got a daughter and I never said it. And here she is. Who knows? But clearly there are things about their past that they have to face that have to do with Raccoon City, that have to do with her mom. There's some pretty deep emotional connection things going on with these characters in this game. And in that context, it would kind of make more sense to make the Hag her mom.
Yeah.
You know, it
well,
would.
we did the audio thing too, right? I mean, we're hearing the same noises from before with her.
Well,
no,
we got audio was Lisa Trevor.
Yeah, the directors. It's kind of hard to know what if the directors, because they've been kind of toying with the fandom, trying to like kind of disinformation.
Well, yeah. So the first
they did
trailer
say that
with
that
the
was
audio
just
from Lisa Trevor
audio. Yeah.
It could be something that was just for the trailer, and that's not even going to be in the game.
That's kind of what they communicated. It could be true. It might not be true, but just to answer your question. The story wise, if it's Alyssa, it would make that a way more emotional story for Grace. You know, how many people could relate
and
to
for Leon, both of them.
Right.
What if he's like, you can save your mother if you give blah blah blah, you can save your mom, something like that, you know?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Who knows?
Over here. But I think we'll get to it. I don't know if there's any clear shots of it in this trailer. With Leon, I think Leon has the fucking Elpis. Whether he has it to begin with or he gets it at some point in the story, because there's a shot in here we'll get to where he's really looking at the diagnosis of what Elpis looks like with some of these zombies, and he's really looking at it, and I'm like, I think he has it too. Which Leon was infected in 4 with the fucking Las Plagas.
And Death Island, he was infected. He's been infected before and survived. So, but the big question is this Leon's final game?
Well, that makes more sense now,
right?
If Leon's been infected and he has a daughter, she could have some kind of mutagen.
Right.
Oh. Or if she's his daughter, then it's kind of that legacy character thing of they're sending him out and bringing her in as carrying on his legacy of being in the games for so long.
Which they did do in the last game. So it would not be surprising if they did that in this one too.
Right.
FBI, what are you doing here?
Right here. So if you look at his neck, people are saying, oh, is it the lighting? And like on StreamYard chat, it's not giving you the best look because StreamYard is compressing it. But what I'm looking at here live is he has this really dark spot right here on his neck. And if you look at it like on Twitter.
Oh, you can kind of see it underneath the collar.
Right here. It's right here.
There's another shot too.
Yeah.
Because when you first sent that to me, I was like, I don't know. That could be in engine. Because RE engine, when you take damage, you will still have the damage in the cutscenes, and then it'll disappear in like a couple minutes. At first, that's what I was like. Maybe that's what it could be, because I saw the other shot after the action sequence with Leon fighting the monsters. I'm like, maybe that's what it is. But then I saw the one you just showed. I'm like, okay, he's in multiple scenes with this thing on his neck. So yeah,
exactly.
He's got something going on.
And then here's that scene I was talking about where Leon's looking. He's like, oh, look at the Elpis. And I don't think it's coincidence that Capcom is putting, oh, here's the neck and face of the disease, and here's the hands and stuff. But like when you go to right here,
over here, FBI, what are you doing?
And then he's got it on his neck. And then when you go to right away, the footage of him looking at what the disease looks like, and boom, there you have it right there on the neck.
Right.
I don't think that this is done. This image right here in the bottom left.
Also, just throwing this out there, is he wearing gloves the entire time during this trailer? Because when he steps out of the car, he's wearing gloves.
He is wearing gloves.
Right.
Good point. Hey, good fucking pull. Good pull, dude.
You there, Leon?
Yeah.
He's always wearing gloves.
He's always wearing gloves. Drew, did he wear gloves in 4?
He had like the half gloves. They weren't full gloves. Like they were cut at the fingers.
It was the fingers. Okay.
It would make sense if that is a part of the plot. If the gloves are a part of the plot, that's cool too. If that's a part of what's going on with him.
I don't want to get full blown cringe looking into this, but I don't know, like, is there any kind of reason that the first look at Leon, boom, they're showing us the gloves? Hey, boom, there's Leon, and he's wearing gloves. The first time you see him, gloves are on.
I think that's just a cinematic reveal.
Okay,
Where he's
all
just,
right, could
or
be.
he's just cold. I don't know.
Could be. I could be looking into it too much.
I will tell you that the gloves look like Anakin gloves. They look a lot like Anakin's gloves.
They look sick, dude. He looks sick.
He looks like a fucking badass.
Yeah, bro.
FBI, what are you doing here?
Would you like to see that?
But then this, like what I'm talking about, Leon specifically looking at what the Elpis looks like.
Right.
He's doing research not just to figure stuff out, but also what's going on with him.
And they seem to be emphasizing hands in this trailer. Like at the beginning, that shot of the dead body on the floor with the hand. A lot of hand. They want to emphasize
grabbing the doorknob.
They want to emphasize that Elpis is doing this to the skin.
Elpis is doing this to the hands. Exposed extremities.
Teeth, all that.
Oh,
I never noticed that. It shows her right after.
I'm gonna do it again. I might be looking into it too much. Leon looking at the computer, figuring out what's going on with Elpis, and then what does Leon see right afterwards?
Also, that's dude. Did you? It's
Right.
Leon's chin in the background. Go back. Look at that.
Wait, hold on. Wait.
What does Leon have for a chin? He's got a super butt chin, right?
It's hidden under.
Could be.
Mega butt chin.
So he's obviously looking at this after I don't know. It's hard to tell because when he sees her in that scene where he saves her, he clearly doesn't. He's confused as to why the FBI is there too.
What up, Nagranol? Good to see you, bro. Chat saying, is this an EFAP episode? I mean, with Drew here, what up, John McKinley? I know John McKinley. He said another 50 just recently. Bro Science EFAP. Dude, with Drew here, we have to fully dissect this Resident Evil trailer.
I'm so ready, dude.
That was a Leon butt chin on the screen there. I'm sorry. I mean, that was his chin.
Could be.
And also,
wait,
you can
like
tell,
in the reflection?
The bottom left.
No. In the physical screen, like go back a couple frames.
Right here or before?
It'll pop up in the corner of the screen in a second.
Yeah.
Press play and then pause it. There's a big old Leon butt chin right there in the bottom left.
I missed it. Hold on.
FBI. What are you doing here?
Would you like to see that?
Right there.
It's like one more frame and you can see
Right
his butt
here?
chin pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah.
This?
Yeah.
Play it again.
This?
Yeah. Go like a frame more. A frame more.
Hidden under.
Right there.
Right there?
Big old Leon butt chin.
I think that's a reach. That this is Leon?
I don't know. How
This is
did he get
Leon right
infected?
here?
How'd he get infected?
If he was looking at his own file of his own hands and
Oh, okay. He's looking at his own file.
Right.
That this is his hand.
Or Gideon's got a file on him because he knows that's Grace's dad. And he's looking through Gideon's files because if you go to the other screen, if you remember the previous screen that we were looking at, it had like the picture of the virus floating, and it was almost like a color picture. And then when you go to the next screen, see, it's got the virus floating, and then it's got the hand, and then it's got the helix.
Is this the same hand on the thing on the computer? Hold on.
That's the same computer.
Take a look. Well, no, I'm talking about. Take a look at this ring finger and pinky.
Yeah.
And then look at this one. That's the same.
Yeah, it is. And,
That's
and
the
like
same
I
ring
said,
finger and pinky.
when you go to the next one, you'll see it's that same picture of the virus floating in the same color format, and Grace pops up. So I'm wondering if he has a file on Leon, and it's all connecting him to her,
and then pulls up Grace.
Yeah,
he's got a file on Leon.
What is that in the
That's
background?
big question. Where is he? I'm
Is that a
wondering
lab? Do you see
I'm
the
wondering
background?
if he's at the critical care center pulling up files on her.
I can't tell what that is in the background. Is that like a tank?
Hey, check this out.
In the back.
What if Leon
on this frame?
Oh no, that's never mind. That's part of Beardo's. I have my screen a little far away, so no, never mind. Forget I said that.
What this my the background of the thumbnail?
Yeah.
Of the thumbnail?
Yeah.
What if Leon is pulling up a file of himself to learn more about Elpis, and then boom, Grace shows up on his own file. So Leon's like, hey, found a file of myself, and now boom, Grace is there, and he goes, oh fuck, I remember that one time I fucked Alyssa. Is this my daughter?
That's what I'm telling you, dude. I think
it's possible.
Leon doesn't even know. Leon has no idea that Grace is his daughter until he pulls up this file on himself and is like, damn, I did bang Alyssa Ashcroft. Maybe this is my fucking bastard child.
I think I've destroyed my own theory. I'm leaning hard into the Leon one now.
Yeah. It could be Leon. It could be Gideon, man. That's a solid theory. That's like a very, you remember like Force Awakens,
workable.
They were trying to allude that maybe Rey was the daughter of Han Solo because she could do
Obi-Wan.
You know what I mean? Or Obi-Wan. It's something like that.
It's
turns out she's a
workable.
Palpatine.
Yeah.
But
so let's not go that route.
Yeah.
Similar chin. The chat is right. Grace has a slightly similar chin. That's a good point, chat.
Oh, she got a little butt chin?
She's got a slightly similar chin.
Me?
Let me know when you want me to pause it.
That is bad, dude. Could watch this all day.
So Leon is going to have multiple melee weapons. The axe, he's going to have the axe, and
Tomahawk,
also the chainsaw.
Carl,
Because right here after this, we get real gameplay. Because
What did he say there?
Calm down. Come down or calm down.
Oh, the zombie spoke?
Yeah.
Yep.
I thought it was just zombie talk, like.
Listen.
Calm down.
Calm down, yeah.
So apparently Elpis, they slightly retain their, their personality traits.
Neurocognitive functions.
Yes, they slightly retain that with this a little more. But, we've seen that. We've seen that in Resident Evil. In Resident Evil 3, Brad Vickers, he talks to Marvin while he's already a zombie. Like he's kind of losing himself, but he's still aggressive. So, and that goes back all the way to RE1. Because
even Marvin in RE2, at least in the remake, when he's turning into a zombie, he's growling like a zombie, but can still talk to Leon a little bit.
Exactly. People take issue with the zombies kind of talking, but that's literally RE1, because in RE1, you find a file where there's the gatekeeper, and he's literally transforming into a zombie while he's writing a diary, the keeper's diary, like the itchy, tasty, hungry, or whatever. So that's kind of already in the lore, where as you're turning, you still have some of your conscience before you turn. But
this Gideon's been working on this project from Jump Street.
Exactly.
So, I think I want to say.
Oh yeah, he's infected. Look at that.
There it is again. There it is again. There's the neck.
That's actually worse than the other ones.
Right.
His neck, well, right here. It's right here. His neck kind of looks clean over here.
No, go to the first frame of that sequence.
No, it's there, dude.
It's plain
right here.
as day.
Right here.
Yeah.
He's got it. He's got the Elpis for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely see it right here. This isn't just some shading or shadow from the lighting or anything. He's got the Elpis. 100%.
That was the first shot I saw, and then you texted me, and I'm like, I don't know. This is a battle sequence. It could be the RE engine. It does that. Maybe it's like some injury on his neck. But then when I saw the other shots, I'm like, okay, no. He's got this on his neck.
I think he's got the Elpis.
Yeah.
I think I want a second opinion.
So I don't think Leon's going to start with the chainsaw. It's going to be something when you kill a chainsaw enemy and it's on the ground, you'll be able to pick it up and use it. They brought back the classic stance, dude, for the Leon stands. A lot of people wanted that back because he didn't have that fucking roundhouse kick.
He didn't have that in RE4 remake. RE2 remake, he had it. He was like this the whole game.
Yeah.
But they took it away and now they brought it back, which is cool.
And the roundhouse kick from 4, he's got it in this one.
There's a really cool moment right there a second ago where he goes, I think I want a second opinion. That leads me to believe that he was going to the clinic because he heard they were doing research about this, and he walks in to be like, hey, can you? And the guy goes,
that would tie in.
He goes, yeah, I think I'll get a second opinion.
Yeah.
That would tie in.
Good catch, man. Good fucking catch.
Good catch.
I think I want a second opinion.
Good catch, Xwing.
Yeah.
Good catch, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
That ties in with the plot.
Yep.
Leon's going to have the Elpis. He's going there, seeing what's up. Hey, you know what? Check this out for me. Fucking zombie doctor. Okay, so we're going to cross genres a little bit. In Batman Arkham Knight, Batman, when he knocks out an enemy, whether they have a pipe or a baseball bat, he can pick it up for a little bit and use it on multiple enemies, but then he drops it. It's nothing ever in his inventory. Just he defeats an enemy, picks it up for a little bit, beats him up with the bat, and then he drops it. I think that's going to happen with Leon here with the chainsaw. He defeats a chainsaw enemy. You can pick it up a little bit, use it, and then he's going to drop it, and it's done.
Yeah, that would make sense. I mean, how's he going to carry on a big-ass chainsaw everywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just go ahead and put that in my inventory pocket.
Right.
Yeah. What do you think, Drew? The chainsaw is going to be a limited, just kind of like, oh, here's a chainsaw. I'm going to use it on an enemy, and then drops it and can't pick it back up again.
Yeah, I think because if you take a look at the HUD, when he's got it, when Leon has it, is that it right there?
Yeah,
right.
This is it. So you have the tomahawk axe and you have the gun.
Keep going. Keep going. When he's got the chainsaw, there's a different HUD that pops up. Keep going.
You got the roundhouse kick. That's
Keep
already
going.
4. That's
Keep
already
going.
4 right there.
We'll come back.
Oh yeah, there was
Right
a health
there.
bar for the chainsaw.
See that?
Where? Okay, hold on. I need to rewind it.
So That is, you do have a health bar.
Okay.
I think that's your health, but is the chainsaw unlimited? It's kind of hard to tell if it's
There's
got
no
like
other items there either.
Yeah,
Right.
I think,
No other
I think
items.
this might be a one shot.
It's a one
Yeah.
shot.
It's going to be, you pick it up, you use it, you might be able to take out 2 or 3 enemies, gasoline's going to run out, then you're done with it.
Possibly. Or
Yeah.
you might be able to go on a, go berserker for a while with it. Something happens in the plot where it gets destroyed. Anything can happen. It's cool though. It's sick,
Right.
dude. It's really sick that he's
Yeah.
using the chainsaw now. It's
Yeah.
Hey, when the nurse says hi, does she say, Grace, doctor's been expecting you? Or does
No.
she just say,
She just
the
say
doctor's been expecting you?
He's been expecting you.
Yeah.
Okay, so I bet that's Leon showing up.
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, that zombie goes flying on that roundhouse kick, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Lying, bro. Oh, and yeah, the director was they directly were asked about Leon in this new game. And apparently Leon, according to the directors, is at his peak, the most powerful he's ever been in the RE universe in
Good.
RE9.
Good.
So
Because if we're going to have,
that
like you
makes
said,
that explains that kick.
well, yeah. And like you said, with Grace being the most pussy protagonist we've ever had, who's
Hot
a
water, cold
scaredy
water,
cat,
back and forth.
scaredy cat, you're going to have your most scaredy cat character and also your most badass fucking character that you've ever had. It's going to be a 6-7 kind of fucking scenario here.
8-9.
Yeah.
You like that one, Blaine?
Yeah. I've heard that already about 10 times a day from my kids. So, one more. It's not going to hurt anything.
Where's the roundhouse kick? Boom!
Dude, the zombie goes flying.
Yeah.
Dude.
Fuck!
Look at that.
That is just a straight kick to the jaw.
Straight up, dude.
Okay, so there's
I
the
love it.
trailer. We broke down the trailer. I'm not sure how much longer Drew has. Are you doing
I got a
your
few
show
minutes.
at 7?
I got a few minutes. I think it's interesting. I wanted to comment on the tomahawk. Because the tomahawk, it's got a durability meter. And obviously that could operate like RE2 remake where your knives have, a lifespan. You can maybe find another one somewhere.
100%.
Or they're just tomahawks throughout the whole game, which would be kind of weird, I guess. But they did indicate there's not going to be a merchant, which I'm kind of sad about. It would be cool if there was somehow a merchant in this game, or some kind of system. There might be, who knows? There might be some kind of weapons upgrade system. That would be it'll be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm interested to see because the way the directors described those scenes with Leon, he's at his most powerful he's ever been, but apparently there's going to be combative mechanics that have never been seen before with Leon ever in this game. And I think we're going to get a tease to that. This is what directors were saying in the upcoming Resident Evil Capcom showcase in January, which is very interesting because I want to see things he's never done before, which is
Are we going to get a demo?
Yeah.
Don't know, maybe. They didn't comment on that.
I'm thinking end of January, the very beginning of February, when we're about a month away from the game. I think we're going to get a 9-minute playable demo.
Give me another chainsaw demo, dude. Another one.
Exactly.
RE4 remake chainsaw demo. Give me an RE9 chainsaw demo with Leon.
Sancho says, Beardo, you going to stream this game? Without question. This is in my top 3 most anticipated games for 2026. Yes, it might be number 1. So yeah, we'll be streaming it no matter what.
What was that date on it again?
The 27th.
February
27th. So we're just about there.
It's close.
Yeah.
Right there, dude.
2 months away.
Right there.
Okay, I want to talk about Ada.
Okay.
Leon and Ada are like bread and butter. Like steak and salt and pepper. Like they are always together. If there's Leon, there's Ada. If there's Ada, there's Leon. Are they saving Ada for the game? We're not even going to know until we play the game and then Ada is somehow involved. Which I'm okay with. Honestly,
I've got enough now.
Honestly, I would have been cool with them saving Leon to the game. We're playing as Grace, and I'm like, oh, fuck, Leon's here? Yep. I'd have been totally okay with that. It doesn't matter. What the fuck happened?
I saw that too.
Fucking StreamYard says, peak traffic on AI clips. Clips generated is experiencing high demand. You may notice longer processing times on occasional timeouts. Go fuck yourself.
What is that?
StreamYard, go fuck yourself. I pay $80 a fucking month to use your shitty fucking platform. No, hold on. StreamYard. Let's get with the fucking program. Let's get a fucking reality check here. When I signed up for your fucking bitch-ass program, it was $20 a month, and it was better. Now it's $80 a month, and it's worse. Get it fucking together. Get a reality check, because there is other fucking programs out there that I can use besides your shitty fucking software. Stop with the fucking AI bullshit. Stop with this fucking glitching fucking up. Okay? Do not tell me when I'm paying $80 a fucking month that my stream is going to experiencing slower processing times. Go fuck yourself. Fix your shit. Trump 2028. Let's fucking go.
Speak your truth, Queen.
Program.
Anyways, release the Epstein files. Program. Ada. I think Ada has to be in this game. Drew, you started off.
She was supposed to be in RE8. So she was in the concept art. And I don't think you can have a game with Leon in it without her. They've never done that.
I agree.
With the main line. Their arc from RE2 all the way to RE4.
It's telling me.
Are we not
for
live?
generating at high experience, high demands. You may experiencing longer processing times on occasional timeouts. Fuck you. They're listening.
And of course,
they're listening, by the way. I'm sorry, Drew, that StreamYard interrupted you. Ada Wong, Leon Ada, they've never been in a game not together.
Yeah. I mean, it would make sense because, you know, RE2, RE4, RE6, RE9. I think it would make total sense to have her somewhat in this game, maybe play a role in, you know, people are speculating this might be Leon's last game. Could Ada kind of play a part in that? Possibly. I would love to see her in the game. I think it would make total sense, especially for 30th anniversary. I just don't see how you can have Leon in a mainline Resident Evil game without her at this point. But the story has to make sense. That's the only thing. If the story doesn't make sense, then don't put her in the game. Because obviously everyone wants to see her, everyone loves her, but if she doesn't make sense in the game, then I would just say don't put her in. But it'll be it would just. Here's the thing: if this is Leon's last game, she has to be in the game. You see what I'm saying? Because you're never going to have this ever again. And I have this same thought about Jill. Because the entire RE, you know, especially like the OG fans, have been wanting to see Jill and Leon in a mainline game for years.
It's like the Holy Trinity in Star Wars. How are you going to put Luke, Leia, and Han
we have
together?
not had that yet. We had that in the Death Island movie where they finally met. But people want this in the game. And if you kill Leon in this game, or if he like retires and rides off into the sunset, you may not be able to do that in the future. And I think people would kind of see that as a loss. I want to see that. You know, I would love to see Jill. She has a direct connection to Raccoon City, RE3. She's obviously got a direct connection to the origins of Resident Evil, RE1. And I think it would make sense if you brought Ada in at some point and Jill. I'd be happy. That'd be. I mean, we got Leon already, but I definitely think that they might be sitting on, and a lot of people were speculating, if you took a look at the Game Awards, that shot they put up on the screen after the trailer was finished, and it was Leon. It was like a front headshot, and then Grace looking to the side. People were speculating it looks like there could maybe be a third person.
That's missing right there.
That's missing right there. So they could be sitting on a reveal still. The directors did do an interview and said there are still some surprises in this game that, you know, you're that will be revealed, but I think it would be freaking cool to have Jill in the game. And obviously
I would love to see either Ada or Jill. I'd be happy with either one of them. If they leave Ada out, you have to have Jill. But if you put in Ada, I'm good. Yeah. We can save Jill for RE10.
I agree. And if this is Leon's last game, you're going to have to put Ada in. But
yeah, you have
I don't know, man.
Have them have that goodbye fucking.
And he doesn't have to die.
He doesn't have to die. You're right. He doesn't have to die.
He doesn't have to die. I mean, Leon's character, the directors, I mean, we all know this, you know, he's always willing to sacrifice himself. He doesn't think twice about it. He's that type of hero, right? But, you know, I don't want to see him die. Like, it would be obviously typical Leon to sacrifice his life, you know, for grace or for the future, for humanity. But I also would like, you know, I think he's his origin story is he's an orphan. His parents were murdered. That's why he wanted to become a police officer.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, and a detective. He's got a very similar Bruce Wayne type of origin story.
Hell yeah.
And I would like to see kind of something. I want to see him have like a happy ending. You know what I mean? I'd like to see that for the character, not something tragic where it's still heroic if he sacrifices his life. But, you know, I would be satisfied if he had a like somewhat of a end of the Dark Knight Rises type of thing where he fakes his death. People think he's dead.
Okay.
He rides off into the sunset because he was forced to work for the U.S. government. After
and then
RE2,
he comes back in RE15 as an 80-year-old man.
You never know. You never know. But Leon was forced to work in bioterrorism in the U.S. government. So it's kind of like he's a hero. He's got he's got the right intentions. He wants to save people, but he was also forced into this. So there's like an aspect of like, you kind of want this character to find relief at some point, you know? And it'd be cool if that was like some kind of Dark Knight Rises ending where he like a faked death and rides off into the sunset with Ada and they live happily ever after. Who knows? I don't know. I think fans would be okay with that. You know, I would take an issue with that, but who knows?
Oh yeah, man. I know Xwing has to dip. Xwing, you got to go.
I gotta go. Unfortunately, yeah, I've got a out of the country flight at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, and I got a lot of
I'm gonna roll too, man. I gotta get ready for my stream tonight.
I figured. Yep. All right, Xwing. What do you got going on? Let them know what we're doing. You're not going to be here, so I mean,
sorry for no Babe of the Week and no Criticless review. My review is up on Criticless.com, so if you haven't already, please go check that out. Give me a follow, would you, on Criticless?
Do it.
And then it sounds like next week no Bro Science because it's going to be Christmas Eve.
Yep.
Yeah.
But I will be there for the one after that. I'm packing my whole studio to bring it down there to
which
St.
is
Thomas,
on New Year's Eve, by the way. Just keep that in mind.
Oh, is it really?
On New Year's Eve, I will be doing a Bro Science. If you guys can't make it, I'll try to find some substitutes. But so
maybe we can do an earlier one or something.
Right. Perhaps. So next week is Christmas Eve, no Bro Science. The week after that is New Year's Eve. I will be doing a Bro Science. If you guys can't make it, I'll find some subs.
If we could do an early one, because I'll probably be ootin' a boot on New Year's Eve, as it were. But that's it. I gotta jet, guys. The next time I see you, I'll be down in the Carib. It's been awesome hanging out with you guys. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Enjoy, bro.
Enjoy.
Xwing. Shout out, man. I'm gonna put him backstage because there he goes. I was like, he doesn't know what the fuck he's doing. Drew Hernandez, man, thank you for dropping by today, man. I'm glad you can make it. Talk some Resident Evil.
Yeah, man.
What do you got going on, man? Go ahead and plug your shit.
Yeah, you guys can follow my gaming channel. It's on Rumble. I'm pretty sure the mods could find it. I think it's rumble.com/Drew Hernandez Gaming or rumble.com/DHG. I stream maybe once or twice a week. I mean, I obviously do full-time political analysis on the big show, Drew Hernandez Live. You guys can find that too on Rumble. But yeah, I love streaming Resident Evil. I'm a massive Resident Evil fan. Have been since I was a kid. Since the 90s.
He's got it. Roy's got both of them.
Based. Thank you so much. You guys can follow me over there, and we'll see what comes. Beardo, we've got the Capcom showcase in January, so I'm sure we'll have another discussion.
Let's go.
I'm sure we'll have another discussion. But hey, love you guys. 07's in the chat. Great hanging out with you guys. Hit me up anytime, Beardo. And Merry Christmas to all of you.
Merry Christmas to you, man. Merry Christmas to you.
All right. Peace out. Peace.
We'll catch you later, dude. Blaine, are you good to hang out for a little bit? Talk about Christmas vacation?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You have access to my StreamYard, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I got to take another fucking pee-pee.
Yeah, I've already taken one or two as well. So where are we at? Yeah.
K Joe with the 6 months. I'll be right back.
Yeah. Yeah, we got K Joe with the 6 months says, hello to the best people on the internet. This is always the highlight of my Wednesdays. And agreed, K Joe. Mine too. I freaking love it. This has been great hanging out with all you guys. And I know I have no idea what's going on with any of this Resident Evil stuff. So I doubt I was completely alone in that. But I'm listening, I'm absorbing, and I'm learning as we go. But yeah, so we got another one from Darth Gavel here for 5 says Trump put a 90-day freeze on the IRS while he investigates the cartel, agency, for fraud and other crimes. However, very interesting. I have not heard about this. I'm curious if Beardo has. I mean, I'm game with it. You know, if it's a 3-letter agency and they just want to get rid of it, you know, fine. Let's get them all gone, all those 3-letter agencies, because not about it. But I know Beardo sits in the same boat with me as a lot of that stuff. So I'm curious to see what they stir up with that. But I had not heard that that was happening. And we've got a 199 from Eagle Thrasher, the homie who's on Criticless all the time as well. It says, "What's up, bro science? We be listening." And we do appreciate it, and glad to have you in here, homie. We've got a new membership, a new YouTube member from Orja Cotton. Thanks, homie. Really appreciate it. And look who it is, the man, the myth, the legend, Alex Cave here. Says, Christmas Vacation, my second favorite Christmas vacation. Got all the RE games, haven't played them yet. Love Hogwarts Legacy, meta PC code Beardo. Dude, yeah, I'm really, after hearing these guys talk about it, they're so passionate about these Resident Evil games that I feel like I need to just play them. And I was going to ask Beardo too. I'll have to ask him when he gets back. But it seems like they've remade these games, but not the first one, which I'm kind of confused about, and why they didn't remake the first one. Maybe you can answer that, Beardo.
What happened?
Yeah, so the Resident Evil games, and they've got all the remakes. They didn't remake the first one, though, right?
They did.
Oh, they did?
So the original Resident Evil got a remake, and then the remake got a remaster. So the remake came after 3, the original 3. So, and came before the original 4. So it went Resident Evil, RE2, RE3, Code Veronica, and then RE1 got a remake before RE4 came out. So it's had a remake, and then the remake got a remaster, but they have not done a one remake in the new engine.
Okay. That's what I was seeing is that like, so it is slightly remade, but it's older remake, not like the new remakes.
Very old. It's still the fixed camera angles and tank controls. And I've been advocating for this. I think that Resident Evil 1 should get a true new remake in the new RE engine.
Okay.
It should, but it has not yet.
Okay.
It has not yet.
By the way, I got all the comments, or all the ones before that.
So you got Orange
one.
Gonton?
Yep. I got all
Orange
those before
Gonton,
that.
thank you. Eagle Thrasher with the 199. Darth Gavel with the 5. Thank you, Darth Gavel. And K Joe with a 6-month recommitment, and then Alex McCarthy with the 8 months. Yeah, I think RE1 does deserve a new remake. Its third remake, technically.
Right, that's wild.
It should, dude. Since 1998, like, name another gaming franchise that has been successful for this long. And the first one, RE1, was 95 or 96. So since let's just say since 96, what other gaming franchise has lasted as long besides Mario?
I was about to say, outside of Mario,
Sonic, but Resident Evil, like, dude, it's in the upper echelon of like true gaming franchises of all time.
Yeah. And I feel like they're kind of understated too quite often. Like they're just kind of like
they get glossed over a little bit.
Right, but I not in like a bad way, but it's just kind of like a piece of furniture in the gaming industry that's there. Like you just know that they happen and that they come out and people are like, they're excited for sure. But it's just like everybody's used to Resident Evil games. So sometimes there's not the like hubbub that, you know, there would normally be. But I think it's just because they've always been around. Like you were saying, they're just like a really long staying franchise that has its hardcore fans.
Mm-hmm. And I got a question for you. After the conversation today, and you've been around for a lot of these Resident Evil conversations when Drew's on here or when me and Xwing geek out, you haven't played any yet. After today and the several conversations that we've had prior, are you convinced to play the series?
I mean, with how passionate y'all are, I feel like I kind of have to. I'm like, it sounds so great. Like it can't, y'all can't be this passionate about nothing, right? Like I need to just give it a go. So I think I am going to get the remake ones, and I looked, they're compatible with Steam Deck. So I'm probably going to play them handheld and just like rock them out on my Steam Deck.
Okay.
They'll which granted, not the best quality, but that's the nice thing is I can go back and forth from PC to Steam Deck or whatever. But it's like that way I tend to get more gameplay in when I can do it that way, because I can like play it on the couch or around the kids and whatever.
Yeah, hang out with the kids, right?
Yeah, exactly. So I might try and do them that way. So yeah, y'all have got me, definitely piqued my interest more than it has been before. So
start off with RE2 remake. Do RE2 remake, RE3. RE4, then go 7.
Okay.
Village, and then 9. And if you don't have time before 9, at least knock out 2, 3, 4.
I figured that those were the big ones that seemed to connect to this one.
Yeah, knock out 2, 3, 4, and then 9. And I think between now and the end of February, I think you could, if those are the only games you're playing on your Steam Deck. You have a Steam Deck?
Yeah.
Nice. Sick.
Yeah. I love it.
If you can bang those out, at least 2, 3, 4 remake, you'll be ready for 9.
Okay.
They're fucking sick, man. They're fucking sick.
And they're so cheap right now. It's like, it's hardly even,
Oh, yeah.
Why the heck not?
John McKinley says, and we love you, John McKinley. You're the fucking man. I appreciate the passion y'all have for Resident Evil, but this was too much. Still love you guys, but it was a lot, and everyone was waiting for Baby of the Week. I'm putting my pick in Anna Kournikova.
Oh, hadn't heard that name in a long time.
So, yes, this is not your typical Bro Science Day, but we had, the trailer drop on Thursday. We had Drew Hernandez on today, so we did want to do a deep dive into Resident Evil 9. We'll get back to form probably after the new year. We'll get back to form because so we're going to have one more show before the new year on New Year's Eve, but I'll talk about it with the boys on what we're going to do for that day on New Year's Eve. Do you have any big plans New Year's Eve?
As of now, no. So there is a chance if
you might be able to make a 2-hour show New Year's Eve.
Yeah, probably so. Especially if we did an earlier show like Xwing was talking about.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Let's see here. I want to get some of these bigger super chats because John McKinley did send a $50 just a little bit ago. Actually, he sent a 50 and a 20. So if you do some quick math there, that's $70 fucking dollars. Says, don't know if you guys would consider Super Troopers a manly as fuck movie, but I would love to hear y'all's take on it. Damn near wet my pants the first time I saw it. X-Wing, make them watch it, please. Super Troopers. Yeah, why not? We'll add it to the list.
It'd be perfect
to the
for it.
list. 100%.
Yeah.
Thank you for the $50. And John McKinley with the 20 says a donation has been made in all of your names to the Human Fund, Money for People. Anyone who gets that reference is an OG. This one's for Margaret, the lady legend herself. Thank you, John McKinley, for the $20 back to back. That's his second 50 and a 20. So that's a $120 donated from John McKinley today. So shout out. Should we do Baby of the Week? I mean, we're kind of going over. Do you just want to do Christmas Vacation?
Let's go ahead and do Christmas Vacation because I'm actually supposed to pop onto Film Thread at some point. They're doing like some kind of funeral for Star Trek. So
okay. So chat, no Baby of the Week this week. I already won. I won. Chalk it up as a dub for me. We're gonna do Christmas Vacation for manly as fuck movies. Let's go. Oh, fuck. Hold on, real quick. Not fuck, but fuck. Hayden Wayne with the $50. Are you kidding me, Hayden? Says, just want to say personally, I found this episode awesome. It made me pick up the remasters on Steam, and now I want to replay them. It's been a long time, but I remember playing my first Resident Evil at a friend's house, swapping the PlayStation 1 disc between the two consoles. I love to hear it, man. That's so cool. Dude, you guys know me. I adore Arkham, Batman Arkham, God of War, but one of my favorite gaming franchises of all time, it might be my favorite, is Resident Evil. I love it. If I can influence anybody to play Resident Evil, I'm a happy man. I'm a happy man. So I love to hear that, Hayden. Thank you for the $50, man. I hope you enjoy yourself. Thank you. And Hayden with the 10 says, also seeing you guys theory crafts about 9 got me hyped. Dude, That's all I'm thinking about. That's all I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about golf, Resident Evil 9, and tits. That's what goes through my fucking brain. Golf, Resident Evil, and boobies. Thank you for the 10 and the 50. Hayden Wayne. All right, manly as fuck movies. Christmas Vacation. Let's go.
I'm not too sure. Details in just a moment.
There's a tempest in the
I love it. Marc-Andre Roy says, fuck. Not fuck, but fuck. Beardo 2025.
Pretty much.
All right. Xwing had to dip out, but we are going to do our manly as fuck movie, which is a Christmas manly as fuck movie. National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, Chevy Chase and Company with what's his name? Randy Quaid. So this is, I'll start first. Christmas Vacation has been a family national treasure for Christmas time for me. I've been watching this movie since a very, very young child. Every single Christmas. It is my most adored Christmas movie. I love the Santa Claus. I love all of the old school claymation, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Year Without a Santa Claus is Coming to Town. I love all of those. Christmas Vacation is the one. It's the number one. I have to watch it every year. There's other ones, you know what? If I can't fit it in my schedule, no big deal. I have to watch Christmas Vacation every year. It is true and through my number one Christmas movie. And you guys can see in my review, I gave it a 95%. Language, a bit more. Violence, none. Nudity, sexual content. Noodle. Nudity. I combine nudity and sexual. Noodle. Nudity, sexual content, a bit. Family friendly. Very. It is family friendly. And entertainment value, a ton. And my my review is my absolute favorite Christmas movie of all time, a timeless classic and comedic gold. Must watch for every Christmas season. I give it a 95. I'm going to go ahead and like my own review. Xwing gave it an 85. Xwing, I'll go ahead and read it. Xwing says, this is Xwing's voice, not mine. I'm just reading it. I was shamed violently into watching this movie because I had some kind of old grudge against Chevy Chase after everything I'd heard, and it was too inappropriate to be played in my house growing up. LOL. That's crazy. Anywho, I'm glad that I got to finally see it. Hands down, one of the funniest late 80s, early 90s style. Why do we do this to ourselves during the holiday type of films? It's the old ancient struggle of the dad during Christmas. Your boss is a jerk. You can't do anything right. Old relatives come crawling out of their woodwork, and your once tranquil home turns into an absolute crap show. 85, I think that's low because I gave it a 95 here. Jay Moreno gave it a 100. I respect that. Normie 1970 gave it an 95. Very good. Chalk Demon gave it a 65. I'm not going to like that one. Doorman gave it a rad. Okay, I'll respect that. TX Jackson with an 88. Okay. I don't know if these are bro science watchers. A ton came through because we did this on Monday Hangover. Right. And the Monday Hangover generates an ungodly amount of reviews. So some of these are ours, some of these are from that show. But okay. Yeah, they've all been coming through hot and fast, and just in general because everybody's watching this right now.
It is a mainstay for Christmas, and I don't know if you know this, but this was actually my first full watch through of this film.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Okay.
Yep.
We'll get to it.
Yep.
I want to hear what you think about it. Dreaming Tabitha, we're good friends with Dreaming Tabitha, gave it a 96. Much respect, says Christmas classic. Much respect to Dreaming Tabitha on that review. Bad Fish gave it a 90. Okay. Faithful Geek gives it a 90. We'll go ahead and like that. Marianne B with a 100. Yes. Blaine.
I know.
Blaine with a 74.
I know, dude.
We're going to go ahead and dislike that one.
You can go ahead and downvote it.
We'll get back to it.
Yeah.
That is ridiculous, by the way. Shameful.
Yeah.
Donna Hall with a 90. Love that review. Highlander with a 90. The Masked Marvel with a 95. Jester of Roanoke with a 59. We're going to go ahead and dislike that. Jester of Roanoke, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Wake up. Wake up. MC Campia U fan with a 96. Love that. Soundwave Superior, yes. Chewbaccaneer, yes. Joe Rosie with a 93. We'll go ahead and give that a thumbs up. Roger, I mean, yes. Anything with Jay gave it the same percent as me, 95. Love it.
Yep.
Shout out Epic Mike, 72. Go ahead and downvote that. What a fucking retard. AJ, we got Lily, 300 Mirrors. Give that a like, 100%. Steel Leg, we'll give you a like. Stephen Brown, I know who Stephen Brown is. Turd Ferguson with a 78. We'll give it a like, Turd. We'll give it a like. 78. It's, it's a little low. That's fine. Mo Zamboni, respect. Aaron Goldstein, respect. Fighter Unlimited, respect. Alex McCarthy, respect. Okay, we'll go ahead and go up to the top. Where are you at?
Above Mike, right? Oh wait, did we pass it? We might have passed.
You're right here. You're right here.
There we go.
Okay, Blaine.
Okay. So
go
look,
ahead and fucking explain yourself. A 74?
Yeah. I know. All right, listen. Here's the deal, and I blame myself in this review as well. The problem is I waited too long. It's one of those things. This wasn't a household one that we watched a lot and whatever. There are jokes in this movie that absolutely hit, like just really got me cracking up. Thought was super, super funny. The worst problem for me, unfortunately, is just due to like the time. There are just like jokes and certain things that happen that I saw coming from like 10 miles away. But that's because I waited so long to see it. That's not the movie's fault. That's my fault. So
then why did you punish the film for it?
I know. I just that was where my heart landed on the scale. I just couldn't. So I'll say this, like, because this doesn't have the built-in nostalgia, like I don't know that this is one that I would go back to every year.
Man.
I liked it, but I'm not like absolutely in love with it. But I also saw a lot of things that it inspired, and it makes me think even more. Well, one of two things will happen. I did not realize how y'all have heard me bring up Krampus a lot on this show, just because that is like our family favorite. We're probably going to watch it tonight. We're actually reviewing it.
Which is crazy. This should be the family favorite.
It should be.
Did you watch this with the fam?
No, I watched it alone just because I didn't really know what I was getting into. As far as I'd heard some people also say that it was
you
like
have
a little
to watch
less
this with the fam, man.
I know, but it is. Krampus heavily inspired by this movie. Actually, it was kind of surprising. The whole is his cousin or his brother? Who is that
Cousin Eddie? Cousin Eddie is his wife's cousin.
Right. So Cousin Eddie, his whole bit, they do that
Randy Quaid.
The Randy Quaid thing they do in Krampus as well, with the family coming in the RV, bringing the trashy family, like the whole thing. And I was like, oh man, I actually even appreciate that even more now, because it was clear that they absolutely like were paying homage to this movie. And it's very much the family dynamics of this and stuff. I think it is a great Christmas movie. It's just not one that I know that I'll go back to constantly, but I do really enjoy it. Like I had fun with it, and it is very funny. The stuff that I thought was the funniest is when he would pop off with his like, just his smart ass remarks every once in a while that almost kind of broke character, when he was like clearly just like had hit his limit, when he like tells the neighbors, when he's talking to the neighbors, and he's got the chainsaw or whatever. Wasn't that the scene? And he's like, I wasn't talking to you, I was talking to her or whatever.
It was actually in the very beginning when he brings the tree out, because he had to rip the tree out, and it's on the car. And then they get the Jews, because they're Jewish.
Right.
They're Jewish. They don't celebrate Christmas. And he's like, hey, Clark, where are you going to put that thing? And he's like, bend over and I'll show you. Well, you got some real nerve talking to me that way. And he's like, I wasn't talking to you. Yeah.
It's so good. Like, those moments are absolutely
Actually, it might have been with the chainsaw. It might have been with the chainsaw when he, after the tree burnt down.
No, it was before that. It's before that. I think it's like early on in the movie.
I think it might have been the first tree. I think it might have been the first tree. I can't remember now. But dude, this movie, like with the sleds, with the oil that he puts on the sled and sliding down the hill, and the best parts of this movie is with Chevy Chase and Randy Quaid, with Clark and with Uncle Eddie. Like when they're talking in the living room and Uncle Eddie sees the fucking spinning fucking windmill and just fucking
knocks it over
fucking thing, and then he's like, so Eddie, you know, what are you doing? How you doing? Can I drop you off in the middle of nowhere and leave you for dead? And and Eddie's just like, yeah, I'm doing just swell, Clark. Like it's like when they're in the grocery store and they're talking about the Christmas gifts that Clark is gonna have to buy for his kids because he's too broke. And Eddie just keeps putting in dog food. And then Clark grabs the fucking light bulbs, and then fucking Eddie takes a big bag of dog food and smashes it. Like, it's just that fucking campy, awesome 80s, 90s humor that just, like, if you're not looking for it, goes right over your head. But, like, when you're paying attention to the movie, it's so fucking funny. And even like on your first watch, if you're not looking for it, after Clark gets the fucking mail finally from his boss, the promotion the bonus, and it's the Jelly of the Month Club, and he goes on his rant. He goes, you know what I want for Christmas? I want my boss here with a fucking big ribbon on his head, so I can tell him what a fucking low life fucking monkey like, and he goes off, and then. If you're not looking for it, you don't notice. And then Uncle Eddie gets the fucking look and the smirk on his face, and he takes off in the fucking RV. And you're like, what's Uncle Eddie doing? Well, he shows up with his boss and brings him to his house and kidnaps him. Like, little shit like that, dude. And the scene when he's like daydreaming, looking out the window, and he's seeing his pool because he's going to get that raise. And he's going to get the bonus, and he's looking at his pool, and then Uncle Eddie, and he's like, why the fuck is Eddie here? And then it transforms to the chick in the mall who was selling the lingerie, and she's getting naked and stuff. Like, that's just so fucking brilliant. And then the kid comes down. He's like, you know, are you excited for Santa to come? And she's like, I'm shitting bricks. And he's like, you know, you really shouldn't use that language. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm shitting rocks. Like, dude, I just love the fucking comedy, just the dry humor. It reminds me of Airplane, Naked Gun, just that dry humor from that time period. It's so fucking brilliant. Yes, slapstick comedy. Yes.
Right. And see, and that's where the rubber meets the road with me. Luckily, this movie was kind of a bit of both, right? Like, because I notoriously wasn't a huge fan. I'm not a huge fan of Airplane and those types of movies from this time, and I catch a lot of crap for it. It's just whatever. Like, I just
you don't like the original Naked Gun with Leslie Nielsen?
It's okay. I've never the slapstick style humor, and that's the stuff in this that I wasn't as crazy about. Like, it's just for whatever reason that type of stuff. I'm just kind of like, yeah. Like, it's just a very. I don't know. Comedy's so weirdly subjective, and it always riles people up, especially anybody over, like, 40 that grew up with those types of movies. But yeah, I don't know. I also didn't grow up watching most of that stuff. My parents didn't watch much of it, so a lot of that stuff I came to way later, like this movie as well. It was funny because Mike, which you saw, he was even lower than I was. It seems like a lot of the people that come to this later are kind of in that camp. I think he was at like a 72 or something. But I think it makes total sense to love this movie. I think it is super funny, and I would definitely be in that case camp. And I might honestly, this too. Like, I've had a rough couple weeks. This movie, like all the shit that he takes in this movie, I was like, like it was like not landing as funny for me, and I'm like, I feel like I need
because
to come
you could
back
relate.
to the yes, because I could relate, and it's like he's like just having like terrible shit happen to him, and I'm just like, I don't know, it's hitting a little too close to home. I feel like I need to see this like in another year when I'm not like when I'm in a better headspace.
You need to watch it with the fam. You need to watch it with the kids because like although it's an older style of comedy, like there's just something about like even when I watched it as a kid, I grew up and I watched this in like the early 2000s before 2010. And even I understood and grasped the 80s style of comedy. It's just so fucking brilliant. Like at the dinner table on Christmas Eve when they cut into the turkey and then the whole thing is fucking overcooked and dry. And Uncle Eddie's like, save the neck for me, Clark. And it's like, come on, like as an adult, you know, you take the neck out, you take the gizzards out, and he cuts open to the turkey. He's like, well, there's the heart. And just dumb shit like that. And it's like, all right, will you say grace to the grandma? Will you say grace? She's like, oh, Grace died about 5 years ago. No, the blessing. He's like, oh, she's like, oh, okay. And then she starts saying the Pledge of Allegiance. Like stupid little shit like that is fucking hilarious, dude.
Right.
And then Uncle Eddie stands up and he's it's just so good. The cat in the fucking present box, in the fucking gift box with the fucking cat. And man, I absolutely adore this movie. It's so fucking good.
No, there's some spots that really caught me off guard and really had me laughing. And I wanted more of the stuff like when he's being such a smart
ass. What jokes got you?
Like the one that I mentioned earlier when he was talking about the wife, the moment, like the stuff when he's in the mall with his son and he's talking to the hot chick at the counter and the son walks up and he's like, you know, that just like took me out.
It took you out?
That just like made me laugh. Like it just.
Yeah. She's like, oh yeah, my wife, God rest her soul. She's like, oh, I'm sorry to hear that. He's like, no, she's not dead. We're just divorced. Divorced. And then she's like, I'm actually wearing them right now. You can't see the line. And then this kid comes up. He's like, you can't see the line, can you, Russ? And it's like, boom. And it's just
like,
so
no,
funny.
You can't.
Yeah.
Yeah, all that stuff, those moments were the best. And like when all the management is like walking through and he's like, and kiss my ass, and you kiss my ass or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
kiss my ass, happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, kiss my ass. Yeah. Or even when he goes to give the gift, he brings his gift to his boss. He's like, me and Helen, we really, wanted to get you something nice for Christmas. And he's like, put him over there with the others, Clark. And then he goes to set him down and they're all the fucking same gift. It's the same shape. It's all the fucking same gift. But he's like, we really want to get you something special.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the dry stuff like that. Yeah, all of that is definitely funny. It was more of like the slapstick, just like really like, steps on the board, hits him in the face, falls through the ceiling. Like that kind of stuff. I'm just kind of like, I just, that type of comedy I've never hit a lot, which, and I see the chat kind of giving me shit as far as comedies. I don't know if I've said it on this show before. Like my favorite comedy movie is a Pineapple Express. Like I love stoner comedy stuff.
The stoner movies.
Like those have always been my favorites. And even like with Christmas movies, I think you like it too, is The Night Before. Me and my wife watch that every year. Like just absolutely hilarious. That kind of comedy stuff is typically the direction that I lean. And just that very like 2000s era comedy that came out when I was in high school. And that genre tends to be what I lean towards. And I get a lot of shit for not. But on the same hand, like I watched Planes, Trains, and Automobiles for the first time. Actually, I'd never seen that one a couple months ago, and I freaking loved it. Like, that movie's fantastic. Absolutely hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
So, now, where do you sit? Like, and I was going to bring this up. I wish Xwing was here with, Home Alone.
Home Alone's good. I really dig Home Alone. Home Alone's great. Okay. It's not on the level of Christmas Vacation for me, but it's great. I probably give Home Alone probably like a 88, 89.
Okay.
I'm probably in that range.
No, that's fair. Because that's one we watch it in my house every year. We haven't watched it this year yet, but every Christmas, it's mine and my wife's like one of our favorites for sure. Well, or favorite. But I was going to say, so he went on a podcast the other day, Macaulay Culkin did, and he declared that Die Hard was not a Christmas movie on a show that he was
Smart
on.
Man. Smart man. Yeah.
And so,
Yeah. Blaine, I would recommend trying to watch Christmas Vacation with the family. Sit the wife and kids down, watch Christmas Vacation in one run. Don't pause them. Like, we'll pick it up the next day, whatever. Watch. It's an easy watch. It's an hour, 30 minutes. Sit down, watch the whole thing. I think you might have a different take on it rather than just watching it alone. Because it is, dude, it's so fucking good. My favorite Christmas movie of all time.
Yeah. No, it was fun. I did have a good time with it.
Yeah. Well, clearly you didn't. You gave it a 74.
So low. Guy. The lowest of scores.
This fucking guy. Over on Criticless, Christmas Vacation is sitting at an 86% on 139 votes. Let me go ahead and refresh. Here we go. 141 votes, still sitting at an 86. We got to get that bumped up. We got to get that as close to 90 as possible because this is, like I said, it's one of the best Christmas movies of all time. Even being compared to Frosty the Snowman, the Santa Claus, Christmas Chronicles, whatever your fix of Christmas movies is, I think you can fit Christmas Vacation in there, and you're gonna like it. It's so fucking good. It's hilarious. It's got the Christmas spirit. It's got the holly jolly with a little bit of, Scrooge in there. But it all comes around to appreciating the true meaning of Christmas. So I absolutely adore this movie. But to wrap things up, any final thoughts?
No. I will plan on going back to I'll go back to this, and I'll have the wife watch it with me too next year. Like I said, when I'm in a definitely better.
You got a week, dude. You got a week.
That's a good point. I could do it again this year. I could.
Come on,
there's
man.
a lot on my list. So, but yeah, I do need to see it again, and in a better headspace for sure, because it definitely had some super funny stuff in it. I'm worried though watching it with my wife. I feel like she might not like it. She's like real particular.
Really?
Yeah, I'm a little scared. And it could have affected my viewing of Airplane. The last time I watched Airplane, she like vehemently hated it.
That's wild.
Yeah. And so I'm careful about what comedies I watch with her. A lot of these older ones she doesn't like as much. So
it's brilliant. I can't say enough good things about Christmas Vacation. It's so fucking good. Hilarious. Moosey gave it a 93. Retro Roy gave it a 65. Jeez Louise, man. Jeez Louise.
There we go. There we go.
Sorry, Jay. Didn't get done in time. Beardo 1 out. Okay, Retro Roy. Okay. All right, boys. But anyways, make sure you guys are on Criticless. Make sure you guys have an account. You guys can download the app on Apple iOS, Android, Google Play Store, or just on web browser. Make an account and consider joining the Crit Club over here and directly support Blaine because he needs it. This guy's fucking broke. So go ahead and that was a joke, Blaine. Go ahead and support Blaine over here and the Criticless Club. You'd love to see it. That has been Manly as Fuck Movies. All right, boys, we're going to go ahead and finish up on some super chats. Blaine, do you have to go?
I kind of need to. I got to figure out what's going on this film threat thing.
Okay.
I don't even know when I'm supposed to come on or what the hell's happening over there. So
do your thing, man. Do your thing.
Yep. Sweet. Yeah. All right. Well, be good.
What do you got going on? Go ahead and plug your stuff.
Yeah, tomorrow on Criticless Cast, like I mentioned, we are going to be doing Krampus. I know a lot of you guys have been hanging out with us on that show, so I'm super excited to talk about Krampus. Like I said, we watch it every single year. It's a lot of fun if you haven't seen it, and it is actually very funny. It's more of a comedy even than a horror, but it does lean into a lot of the tropes from this movie and other holiday movies, but it's a lot of fun. We're talking about that tomorrow night, and then that's basically it. But I'm heading over right now, in the next few minutes, over to Film Threat to talk about the death of Star Trek. So I don't know. They asked me to come over, so I'll probably pop in for a few. I haven't thought about or talked about Star Trek.
Are you a Trekkie?
Growing up, I liked Trek a lot, but it's been years since I've had much of anything to do with Star Trek because it sucked terribly. So, but I grew up my younger years as a kid. I watched a lot of Star Trek. So
there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Criticless Cast tomorrow night.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. We'll be doing it at 7:00. But and I will be actually going to see Avatar. Believe it or not, I'm taking the kids before that. Yeah. So we're gonna go see that
on Thursday. tomorrow.
On Thursday, yeah. So I'll probably give my opinions on tomorrow night's show, which I know that it is everybody's super hit or miss on that series in general. So
Right.
yeah. But we'll be touching on all of that tomorrow night on Criticless Cast. But yeah, it's been a blast and glad to hang. And we will. I'll see y'all next week. So.
Oh yeah. All right, Blaine. Catch you later, bro.
Later, guys.
Later, man. There you go. All right, boys, we're going to go ahead and read some super chats, and then we're going to go ahead and call it a day. Thank you guys for being here. Huge shout out to the Bearded Society, the Hanger Gang, the Crit Cult, and the 199. Vault 95 with a $5 says Xwing documentary. Xwing, a documentary you will love, is Battlefield series by Timeless Media Group. The Blu-ray is excellent. Start with Russia, the Eastern Front. I'll let them know. I will let them know. Thank you, Vault 95, for the $5. Dermy Wormy with the 2 says Beardo has a Leon body pillow. Not true. Dermy, do not fucking spread fake news. I will fucking come after you, dude. Thank you, Dermy, for the $2. Sula Felix with the 2 says Beardo and Drew should stream Resident Evil 6 for shits and giggles. Fun fact, I've never actually played Resident Evil 6, and I don't think I want to. I think I'm good. I'll just watch a video essay on YouTube about Resident Evil 6. I'm good. But thank you for the $2, Sula Felix. I'll talk to him about it. We'll see. Excuse me. Empty-headed with the 109. Beardo, Xwing. When are we getting AO2? You promised? What's AO2? What's AO2? Should I know what AO2 is? What's AO2? Am I a retard? Chat, tell me what AO2 is. What's AO2? Army of Two? Oh, Army of Two. That's right. Army of Two. We got to find out where it is. It's nowhere. It's like locked on Xbox 360. Army of Two. Yeah, Army of Two. You're right. Army of Two. I do want to play Army of Two again. I love that as a kid. I loved Army of Two. We got to find out where it is. It's like locked on 360. But I do have an Xbox Series X. Maybe it's on there. We're going to have to figure out how to play it. You're right, empty-headed. You're right. Thank you for the 199. Bread Boxing with the 2 says Capcom needs to bring back Power Stone. Never played it. Never played it. But thank you for the 2, Bread Box. Alt 95 with a 199 says Erica's song resurgence is cause of girls and Panzer. Erica's song resurgence is cause of girls and Panzer. Thank you for the 199, Vault 95. Dermy Wormy with another 2 says, I am a superior raider compared to Beardo. Fake news. Thank you, Dermy. What a waste of $2. What a waste. The Throat Goat with $1. That's Blaine with the banana candle salad. Thank you. Emily Kruger with an 11 month says, I officially hit 1,000 subs today on my channel. Emily Kruger, what the hell are you doing? Let's go. What kind of content are you putting out? That's great. 1,000 subs. Congratulations. Hell yeah. You're almost caught up to me. Seriously. Thank you for the 11 months. Force Geek with the $5 says, hear me out. Predator and The Thing is the perfect Resident Evil movie. Just have it set in the mansion, the whole movie with claustrophobic cinematography. Winner. A movie based on Resident Evil 1 would be awesome. It'd be so good. There have been several Resident Evil movies that just don't get Resident Evil. The only good Resident Evil movies out there are the animated ones. The CG 3D animated Resident Evil movies. Those are the good ones. All of the live action movies, and don't get me wrong, I love Mila Djokovic because she's hot. The Mila Djokovic movies have their place, but it's not Resident Evil. They're fine. Mila Djokovic is hot and they're fine, but they're not Resident Evil. You know what I'm saying? The good ones are the CG animated ones. But a live action RE1 movie, come on, man. Easy money. Easy money. Elfie with a 19 months says, thank you, Sir Xwing, for the wonderful German Christmas Carol performance at my Christmas party. My colleagues loved you. Thank you, Elfie, for the 19 months. And thank you for the fan art. And thank you for the $100 earlier today, Elfie. Thank you. Force Geek with a 5 says, Grace is Wesker's daughter? How does Wesker play into this even though he's dead? How many zombies will we run over in that sweet-ass Porsche? Hail. No, Grace is not Wesker's daughter. Grace... We don't know who the father is of Grace. We were speculating, is it Leon or is it that new Victor guy? I already forget his last name. Jovovich. Mila Jovovich. That's what I was saying, right? Mila Jovovich. What was I saying? Djokovic? Well, sometimes in certain languages, a V is pronounced as a C or a K. So technically I was saying it right. Mila Djokovic. Which the V is pronounced as a C or K. Come on, guys. Don't be prejudiced, okay? I'm trying my best here. Don't be prejudiced. Marc-Andre Roy with the 199 says program tax. Thank you for the 199. Shout out. Ben Rear Fire with the $2 says freedom to program. Thank you for the 2. Rachel Mac Hill with an 18 months is wishing you great guys and the wonderful chat a very Merry Christmas. Hope everyone enjoys the festive season. All the best to the Bro Science crew. Thank you, Rachel, and Merry Christmas to you. Thank you for the 18 months. Sasquatch with the $20 says, really enjoy this deep dive into the trailer. Now, which games do I need to make sure to play before Requiem drops? Need to play? Need? I would say 2, 4, and Village. Need to play. Need. 2, 4, Village. And when I say 2 and 4, I mean the remakes. Because I think 9 is going to tie into the remakes more than the originals. I would say Resident Evil 2 remake, 4 remake, and Village. Now, if you have time on your hands, I would say 2, 3, 4, 7, and 8. 5 games. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8 before you play 9 is what I would say. But absolutely need to, I would probably say 2, 4, 8. And if you can only do 1, I would say 4 remake. If you can only do 1 before it comes out, 4 remake. That's my answer for you. Thank you. For the $20 Sasquatch. Thank you. Robbie Lowen with the $2 says nothing. Thank you, Robbie. And David Martyr with a $2, or David Smart. Sorry, David Smart. Give me a break. David Smart with the $2 says, hail to the panel. I'm watching Avatar tomorrow. Yay! Thank you for the 2, David Smart. Shout out. And lean back, have a snack, no break hat with a $5. Used to be lean back, have a snack, take a nap with a $5. Imagine you walk into a retro arcade. What do you go to first? Pinball, a shooter, or skee ball, or something else? I'm probably doing pinball. Would be my first one. Pinball. And there was a Terminator shooter game that I played as a kid. That Terminator shooter, like when you had the plastic gun, was awesome. That was awesome. But I'm going pinball. Or they have the steering wheel racing games. There's a water one where you're either doing like racing boats, like speed boats, or they have nowadays the new ones. They have a Mario Kart sit down steering wheel racing game. So that'll probably be my number 2. Is either the speedboat water racing game or Mario Kart would be my second. But I'm hitting that pinball first for sure. Thank you for the 5. All right, boys, we're all caught up on Super Chats on YouTube. We're all caught up. Shout out to Drew Hernandez first, specifically. Shout out to Drew for coming on today and talking about Resident Evil 9 and doing a deep dive into theory, speculation, and breaking down that trailer. That was super cool to have Drew Hernandez. We love when Drew Hernandez shows up. Shout out to Xwing and Blaine, of course. Make sure, sign up to Criticless, Apple, Android, web browser, make an account, start reviewing some videos and movies and TV shows over on Criticless. This stream, how many do we have? Man, we fucking significantly dropped viewers after Blaine and Xwing left. What am I, chopped liver? What are we doing here? Is somebody else live right now? Better not be. This is my time slot. This live stream is going to raid our Fear the Beardo 2 video. So if you guys are not subscribed to Fear the Beardo 2, that is my second channel. That is where we upload clips, gaming clips, or bro science and overtime clips over to Fear the Beardo 2. So we are going to raid a premiere over Jeremy's live. Jeremy's live right now. Of course he is. Fuck that guy. This live stream is going to raid a Fear the Beardo 2 video, so make sure you guys are subscribed over to Fear the Beardo 2. We're going to go ahead and raid you guys over there. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the mods, the members, the lurkers, everybody in chat. Thank you guys for the super chats, the donations, the gifted memberships. Man, what a hell of a show. Great show today. 3 hours. I was not expecting to go 3 hours, but thank you guys. We'll catch you guys not next week. Okay, so here's an announcement. Don't leave yet. A week from today is Christmas Eve. I will be doing my Christmas Eve Arkham Origins stream. Arkham Origins, a Christmas game, a Christmas Batman game. We did it last year. We're going to do it this year too. Batman Arkham Origins on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. We're going to beat the game in 2 streams. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Batman Arkham Origins. Make sure you guys remember, we will be live next week. No bro science. No bro science next week. No bro science next week on Christmas Eve. But I will be live doing Batman Arkham Origins. So keep that in mind. I can't wait to see you guys there, and I can't wait to play. Overtime on Saturday. What day is Saturday? Is that the 20th? Yeah. I'll be doing overtime on Saturday. 100%. Yeah. So overtime Saturday for sure. And then a week from today, Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, Batman Arkham Origins. So keep that in mind. Thank you guys so much. No overtime next week, but until the next time we go live for Bro Science, remember, the man who says he can and the man who says he can't are both usually right. Don't be fat, don't be gay, train hard, and lift heavy. We'll catch you next week for Bro Science, episode 86. Good night, everybody.
Son of a bitch.
And that's it, boys. $500